book that got announced? Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, or whatever it's called.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
what?
I heard it.
Yes.
I have not heard. Put a link, please.
I haven't looked into it.
All
They-
them extra subclass and feats are also delicious.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn it! That's the thing I always
That's so rare.
New feats.
I mean, it's almost certainly gonna it's pretty much confirmed that it's all gonna be Unearthed Arcana. So it's not like it's anything new to us. It's just gonna be revised versions of Unearthed Arcana.
But that's
yeah,
still good, though.
they've confirmed what they've confirmed so far that's gonna be printed. They confirmed feats. They confirmed that at least some of the alternate class features on Unearthed Arcana. Like they'll probably put in the alternate class features for Rangers, so that Handbook of Rangers is not terrible. And I'll tell you guys what they.
Dude, magic
confirmed.
tattoos.
Yeah, they confirmed Genie Warlock, College
Yeah.
of Creation Bard, Armorer Artificer, a Psionic Sorcerer are all going to be in there, and it's very likely that Circle of Stars Druid and Fey Wanderer Ranger are going to be in there too. And then they're going to reprint 5 of the classes, but those are
Isn't
the
that
4 that are
just like
confirmed and the 2 that
the-
are likely.
The Bard, Whisper of Bards, or Glamour, or whatever.
No, they're doing College of Creation, which is the Bard. It's like the Artificer Bard.
You can fuck right the hell off.
Yeah, they've also said they're reprinting like 5 classes. It's like Blade Singer and I don't know, 5 other classes are getting reprinted, so it's
Yes.
whatever. But I mean, it's not going to be any changes, but I assume they're just reprinting them so that people don't have to go out and get all the different Eberron guides and stuff like that. Like Artificer, for example, they've said that they're gonna when they reprint these classes that have come from specific setting guides like Eberron and Guide and all that. They said they're going to strip out the set and specific parts of it, like for
Make
example,
it so
Artificer.
they don't have to be, so you don't have to worry about
Yeah,
shit.
like for Artificer, they're going to remove all references to Eberron in the reprint for this and stuff like that.
So it's
I
like
didn't think Artificer had any references to Everbron. Like, I use it right now. I didn't see anything about Eberron in it. But that may be because I'm using the Roll20 version of it.
yeah.
Yeah, it's in the actual book, since it comes from the Guide to Eberron, it's littered with a bunch of Eberron references, so they're doing that.
So it's the equivalent of like things from Elemental Evils getting put into Xanthars.
Yeah, yeah.
You mean
Also,
I'm actually going to see people play Aarakocras?
Aren't those
Also-
in Boros?
No, they'll still ban it. Flying at level 1's too powerful.
one thing is that they are putting in those rules for sidekicks, and apparently
They're
it
bringing
will
that
actually
in?
be.
That was a bitch and a half to work on.
Yes, and apparently they're making it a player class as well.
Okay, that's weird.
What?
Sidekick, yeah.
I actually play tested that. That is a really hard just for an NPC.
Yeah, apparently they're bringing in sidekick rules and making it an option for players. That's what they said.
We can be sidekicks? Why would I want to be sidekicks to you schmucks?
It's
Like this is
Jesus.
D&D's a power fantasy. I don't want to be a sidekick.
I mean,
I
I'm not.
don't play a Batman game to play as Robin.
I mean, I guess it's fair. I'm not
Oh,
super
you're gonna hate
excited
the new
about it
Batman game
because
then.
I play a Batman game to play as Nighthawk and Red Hood, so...
that's true. Red Hood
You're
is
also
good.
gonna have.
I'm not overly excited about the book because it's gonna be almost all probably Unearthed Arcana that's just getting reprinted. So I'm not like hugely excited about it, but I'm at least interested to see some of the stuff. One of the things I'm interested in is they're adding group patrons in this. So.
Wait, explain that.
So when they say group patrons, I'll read you a little blurb from the site. Introducing group patrons. Whether you're part of the same criminal syndicate or working for an ancient dragon, each group patron option comes with its own perks and types of assignments. So if the group is beholden to one particular patron, whether it be an employer or an actual creature, they're adding
Okay,
rules
I
for
can
that.
see that being very useful for story purposes.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
My group patron is going to be Aintel Ghoul.
Hell yeah, man, that guy's nuts.
Oh, and the other thing, and the other big thing in this book that I'm really iffy about, and I'm worried that they're going to make it so that it just turns into there's no unique abilities for races, and it's just do whatever you want. They've said that they're going to introduce alternate rules for character creation so that your stat boosts and abilities are not tied to your race and Tasha's Cauldron and everything.
Customize racial traits. Oh,
Yeah.
that's
So-
I think that's because
dangerous.
of like
It is
So
dangerous.
they're
I
adding
think
diversity to the races.
that
Yeah, I
well,
think
that's
because
the
of,
It's gonna be
stated
broken
idea.
though. It's gonna
It's
cost broken.
yes, because here's my issue with it. If they do it kind of like how Pathfinder 2E did it, where they have ancestry, well, basically they have race being split between your racial and cultural trait, or your genetic and cultural trait. So, like for example, if you pick a dwarf as your ancestry, then you'll have the dwarf genetic traits, like for example, the dwarf resistance and dark vision, but you don't get like the stone cunning and things. You can choose from that. That's fine. Like for example, an
That's
elf
a
having
good way to implement it, actually.
yeah, like an elf having Fey ancestry, but not necessarily having to have a
Trips.
longsword training, for example. If they do it like that, it's fine. But what I'm worried about is that they're gonna decouple it too much, and then we're gonna have like a dwarf with flames of Phlegothos and Fey ancestry or something.
I'm very interested in these
I wanna see that,
artifacts
though.
and spells.
Yeah. Apparently, it's supposed to have quite a few spells. They said how many there were, but I don't remember how much. Let me look.
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna brave the drive, the world, to go to my local game store and get that alternate skin for this book. That alternate skin looks
Wow.
much better.
that's
I
pretty
wonder-
cool.
I wonder if they're gonna add in that they're gonna take the Unearthed Arcana for Barbarian, the Beast Path, and put that in. That would be interesting. I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, it comes out in
Okay.
November.
They've said it's gonna be
Lame.
192 pages long, and
That-
I feel like they
damn.
said how many spells it's
That's
gonna
thick.
have, but I don't remember.
Hold on, how big is the player's
Crazy.
handbook?
Okay, the Unearthed Arcana spells made the cut, and it says there are at least 9 Conjuration spells being added, so they're adding the summon spells. Beastmasters are getting 3 Primal Beast options for their companion. Yeah, it sounds like they're just copying Pathfinder 2E for the race thing.
Kenji, did you say it
New
was
feats to go with that.
192 pages?
Yeah.
Yeah, 256.
It's the same. It's gonna be the same size as Xanthar's.
Yeah. Several new infusions for artificers as well as the full reprint.
Woo!
Damn.
Sweet.
And apparently there's supposed to be rules for hiding your spellbook. Like apparently there's supposed to be a spellbook in the book that is disguised as a romance novel. So I wonder if they're gonna make spellbooks
That is
more
a magic
mechanically.
item. That is just
That's
a magic
awesome.
item.
I wonder if they'll try to make
if you
spellbooks
take
more
a
mechanically
wizard's
important.
spellbook, you basically render them useless.
Yeah.
Except
No, you don't.
Except for cantrips, right?
No, you can. Because you still know your prepared spells. You just can't change spells.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how most
Unless
So
your
in
people
other words, if I
spellbook
still
doubles
got-
as your
if-
focus.
I mean, it's not though. You can get a wizard focus easy. The problem is besides if a wizard has, it's not the wizard focus. If a wizard has a components pouch in their book, they don't need their book. The thing about it is they can't change their spells.
Yeah, that's how most people interpret it. That's how I interpret it as well. So
Yeah, it's the reason why in Curse Strahd you can meet Mordenkainen the Mad Mage. I think he's the Mad Mage. I can't remember who it is. I think it's supposed to be Mordenkainen, and he can still cast spells even though he's lost his book. He can't prepare new spells.
yeah, I assume what wizards do every morning whenever they change what they have prepared is they basically memorize the ones they want to prepare well enough that they can cast it offhand.
Yeah, essentially it's just me going through the book and going, okay, I'm going to look through this. I'm taking, pay extra close attention to this spell.
Yeah.
I don't have the
You're
books like,
basically
oh well,
drawing.
you took my book. I still have, all
still got
these spells
five
that I've already. Yeah, I've still got these spells I did prepare.
That's
Granted,
why
I may
wizards
not-
are intended to have so many. Because
Yeah.
I will ask you now that you're in Deaf and No. Not a big deal if this is not the case, but it's possible because of Toki's schedule that if you're available at all on Monday nights, I might do a couple sessions, 1 or 2 at the end, so that he can make it. In the case, I'll ask him beforehand if he'll be able to make the session, but I don't know if Mondays are at all busy for you or not.
Not.
I mean, it is the day we started on.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
Well, I mean, I couldn't go. Well, my Mondays are probably like if the game starts back up, I won't be able to do Monday night because I already have a game on Monday night. but as of now, I can do Monday nights. Everybody else can go, so I was wondering if you can do Monday nights, Rel, then we'll probably shift to that at least till the end of the campaign or nearing the end of the campaign.
Okay.
Okay. How early would you be able to play?
10. Because I
Okay.
don't go anywhere. I just have. I'm still playing that other game that's at 9:30.
Got you.
It's
All
just
right.
not in person right now.
Oh, could everybody do Monday at 10 then?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Well, we'll tentatively try to do that for now then. In the meantime, I hope you all
Kenji,
enjoyed.
how much farther can you stretch this?
Not very much. Well, I could, but it wouldn't really make sense to do so.
Yeah,
Unless
when
you
are we
guys,
getting our beach episode?
unless you guys have like somehow 4 sessions per day, ends up being like another year and a half of out of game time that it takes place in 2 weeks in game. But
Yeah, I was gonna say, when is our beach episode of EA?
yeah, the filler arc. Yeah, I'll be sure to get it.
Well,
You fall
I
into a really
assume
long
after
drink.
everything's done, but
You clearly haven't watched enough anime. That's not how that shit
It's
works.
gonna happen whenever you guys are about to start the fight. I'm gonna call this session and say, "All right, guys, next time we can start the big fight against the Winter Queen," and then I'm gonna bring you guys into a separate campaign that I have planned
Yep.
as I prepare that fight. And you start at level 1, and it'll be great. But in all seriousness, I hope you all have enjoyed placing your level ups. I know some of you had some choices to make, you multi-classers, but
yep. In the end, it's just worth having an Amazon Alexa with you at all times.
yep. That will apply on the next long rest. But if I recall correctly, the last thing the party did, after coming up with plans, forging that weapon, and speaking with Og, was you all planned to head out, probably meet with Dragonface, and move on from there. Any changes to that plan, or any?
I do want to stop by the dwarf graves with the hammer if Aaron will let me have it for a moment, and basically just kind of show it off, like, "Hey guys, I did it."
Won't let you have it.
Well, what?
Yeah, like the whole time when we went off last time, I was gonna go up to the graves with you, but you can't take the
Oh.
hand from me.
Oh, well, yeah, okay, we'll go with. Fuck
But
it.
you don't have the fucking strength to take
I
this hammer from
do.
me.
Look, I have 14 strength. I can hold it.
I didn't say hold. I said you don't have the strength to take it from me.
Yep, you all can head right up to the graves. You don't have to actually move your tokens, but just for reference, there you go.
That's not taking it from you. You can't sleight of hand a maul, sir.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, it would be difficult to move something like that quickly.
Plus, that doesn't even beat my passive of 25.
Yeah, I tried.
An attempt was made.
Wait, did somebody say steal something?
So again, you don't have to worry about tokens if you don't want, but if you do, then you can. Whoever wants to go up there, place your tokens, and feel free to interact with this tomb as you wish. Let me just get my notes here for a dwarf enemy that takes them all for themselves, and
The fuck is wrong with my character sheet?
Wrong with your character sheet.
So, Kendrick,
mhm.
is it like a row of graves, or is it just like random gravestones between here? Is like there a straight path through here?
Oh yeah, this is clear. There's a skeleton here. It looks like maybe a scavenger or someone who crossed the ghost, but these are mostly pillars and coffers, and then each one of these there are 6 coffins in here, and the 2 on this side here, the ones that I'm pinging, they're slightly larger than the others, and they seem to have maybe been
Jesus.
of a greater rank.
Okay, I don't know what level we're supposed to be, but I'm pretty sure we don't get that many attacks.
Yeah, I think he may have had a slight discrepancy with Roll20's ping.
It
so.
won't let me. It won't let me roll my skills.
He says that, and I can't wait until he posts like 25 sleight of hand checks because it lags.
No, it says syntax error. Expected blah 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 blah.
I'm gonna stand in the middle. Why the fuck are you trying to? What are you doing?
You're all dead now. Brar.
I
Oh,
doubt
no,
you're dead,
wait.
but okay.
I'm just showing off the new spells I added.
I'm gonna stand there and just like in the middle of everything and put the maul down
I'm gonna
head
see
first.
if
What?
I'm gonna take a minute and see if I can fix Toki's sheet, and then I'll.
It's just my skills. Everything else is fucking rolling.
What the fuck are you idiots doing? You know, there's this great function about Roll20 where it's called Talk to Myself.
Yeah, but I'd rather fill up your screen and my screen.
Let me see. Let me see if I can fix this.
Yes, we all must share.
Oh yeah, I forgot you dipped into a warlock last time.
I did. It's an odd combination, but
Yeah, he fell for my trap. Finally, I got somebody to take a warlock back. I mean, there was that time in the one shot that Rail did it, but that didn't. And I didn't get the chance to carry that over, and so I finally got the opportunity to rope somebody in.
yeah, it just had to be Amazon Alexa. The fuck?
Is you?
What?
I wanted to see if that would flood the screen. It doesn't. It's got a cap of how many digital dice it'll do.
Well, I have the digital dice turned off, so.
Yeah.
That was 100 d6s.
Okay.
Aha,
I'm
it
gonna
fails.
try something.
370 points of damage, it doesn't.
I meant the
Yeah,
power
but
word.
the barbarian was raging. Also has resistance.
Oh shit.
Even if you have resistance or
He
anything, a
kept
raging
rolling high
barbarian
on,
would not be able to take that.
kept rolling high on health.
Did you? Is it
Maxed
working
out
now?
Constitution.
If I don't have them selected as what's it called? They roll just fine, but if I have them selected as the things that I'm proficient in, it doesn't work.
Are you talking about your tools or your skills?
My skills. I said my skills. Insight, history, nature works, medicine, perception, performance, persuasion.
Okay, I see. Interesting. I think I might know what the issue is then. Hang on.
It's the gayness. That's what's happening. It's preventing you.
I'll give it another shot here, and then if that doesn't work, I'll just
Time
move
for a new
on.
character sheet.
Are you saying I have to pick another character?
Do you have auto roll damage on, or?
Uh,
Okay, no, you don't. All right. I'll try one last fix that I found. If that doesn't work, then I'll just have to work on it as we go on. Anyway, in the meantime, as you all enter the tomb, how do you proceed?
Aaron sets them all down in the middle and just kind of head first down and just kind of gives a little prayer.
I have completed the weapon. Just thought I should let you guys know. Thank you for giving me this task. It was one hell of a ride.
You
And
hear
I
a
apologize for the grave robbing.
you hear a voice in your head, the same one as last time, and it says, "We owe you our gratitude. Our ancestors toiled for many years, but
I
we
fixed.
were destroyed before we could complete our ancient work. It is yours now. We only ask that whatever you do with it, you bring honor to it. Do not use it in evil, destructive ways, but rather in worthy ones."
Will do.
Fucking cut to 10 years later where Aaron's using it as a paperweight.
I mean, honestly, George would probably be fine with it.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
you
was
think
thinking.
if a dwarf had a maul like this, they wouldn't use it like a step stool or something? I mean, come on.
Yeah, like
Sweet baby Jesus.
yeah.
Finish my prayer, pick the weapon up, just walk off.
All right. As you all walk off, you walk out, you kind of step out of the area, and you feel a slight sense of confidence and approval
A
wash
sense
over
of
you.
pride and accomplishment.
Yes, and please, if you'd like to PayPal me $9.99 to retain this weapon. No, you all, the two of you really do feel the sense of kind of approval and confidence wash over you. So,
And for
for the
one low
next,
monthly payment of $13.37, you can unlock
Oh,
the Awakened version.
What did Kirito say? I will burn this fucker to the ground.
so for the next 24 hours, you all have advantage on Wisdom saving throws.
Oh, really?
Whoa.
Man,
Yeah.
we
I
probably
should
should have
need
done
that.
that.
Whoever entered that tomb and paid respects to those dwarves there, yeah.
Oh,
Aaron and Asher.
I mean,
I
it's
was
not
there
like they
too.
could see me in the first place, but okay.
You're not here, but okay.
Anyone who would have
definitely
gone in there.
Don't
Dwarves
come
have
in
dark
now.
vision.
Don't come in now after we got the.
Yes, anyone who would have been in there beforehand. Not like anybody who runs into the AoE buff before it gets uncasted, but anyone who would have been in there in order to pay respects to the dwarves.
I definitely was there originally, so I'd be there.
Mm-hmm.
Weren't.
It was me and Asher who discovered the fucking dwarves.
Yeah, originally he was talking about right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was back there. My fucking character is literally in the grave place.
No, they're not.
I'm looking at his character right now.
Cause I only see myself and Handy's character. Is that Handy's character?
You guys aren't even
Asher,
on the
yeah.
map.
I think there's a bug with Roll20.
Yeah, your ass is all the way up
Zoom
here.
out.
I'm in a different room. I thought that's where they were.
Oh no! If you were intended to be in the grave
Lawrence
room,
is
there's
in a
one
tomb,
down
apparently.
below. Lawrence is always—he's probably resurrecting something.
Go get another diamond. Start resurrecting these dwarfs.
Yeah.
And then he uses his magical powers of Dimension Door to bamf the fuck out when nobody sees him.
The dwarf is like, "We owe you our gratitude," and Lawrence is like, "Yeah, well, I'm gonna go ahead and collect on that if you all want to follow me as my undead warrior."
Oops.
But yes, you all get 24 hours, or for the next 24 hours, rather, advantage on wisdom saves.
I will
Anything
say
else?
that Soren definitely gets it. Fang, no, don't sneak in here like you've ridden there. Yeah, shoot.
Anything else you all would like to do in this area before you exit?
I have a question. Who all has dark vision?
I have dark vision goggles.
Plenty of us have dark vision.
Cool, because none of y'all can see me.
What do you fucking do? I can still hear you.
Maybe.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck! We definitely see you now.
Lawrence isn't there. He dimension doored out with his zombie parts.
Oh yeah, and I can't cast spells either until I take a long
Yeah.
rest.
Yeah, you're
Alright.
like dead, right?
Yeah, Lawrence is not having a good time right now.
The fuck happened to Lawrence?
He
Cast
cast
Resurrection.
Yeah, he used resurrection to bring back a dragon. So
Where the fuck did you get a dragon from?
Bro, you
Right
missed a
here.
lot.
Toki, you've been gone a while.
You've been gone quite
We
a while.
also have a broken clockwork dragon that's at some point is going to be fixed.
Yep. Oh, speaking of things that need to be fixed and whatnot, I have those parts from one of those fire-breathing dragons or fire-breathing clockwork enemies, so I can install that to your arm,
I just
Aaron.
take the arm off and throw it at him. Like while he's in the middle of speaking, just throw the
Fix.
arm at him.
just punches the air and the thing detaches like a rocket fish.
Rocket punch.
No, you gotta say it right. Rocket the punch!
No, I was going TFS with it. So shut up. Don't judge me.
Okay, so
You're very judged right now.
I'm getting
I
the
don't give a
fuck
shit.
out of here, and then going to get my sword.
All right, so you just heading right back to the entrance then?
Yeah.
Some dude
I won't,
pops up. Not so fast.
I won't hassle you guys for all making individual saves to get over this chasm again, because you already done that once. But I will tell you that as you get to the other side, you go up through the tunnels, you cross the great chasm of lava, the bridge is, falling in from your last confrontation, and so you have to be more careful, but eventually you can get around. And you head through the ruined steamworks and go back to where the light begins to curve around the corner of the mine shaft. And just as you're approaching the exit, finally able to breathe fresh air, Aaron,
What?
you hear what sounds like some very, very quiet shuffling and breathing from near the entrance around the corner.
Around the corner. Yeah.
Ready. It's your Thixon. I literally just ready. I don't tell anyone anything. Just kind of.
Can I roll a perception check to see if I hear it, or?
Anyone who wants to try to make a perception, yeah, obviously you wouldn't know specifically what to look for, but you can go ahead and roll if you want to try and make a perception check.
I'm gonna try to see if I can narrow it down. It's only 26.
Yeah, 14.
That's only one better than what I usually
That was
roll.
the wrong one.
Actually,
Performance.
because it's an active check, I will give you some extra
Why are
information.
you rolling perception?
Aaron, I will tell you, and Luna both, that you all can tell it sounds like at least a couple of beings, whoever they are. They're obviously living because you can hear them breathing. And it sounds like they are around the outside, around the corner, kind of around the outside of that mine shaft where you all went down into the tunnels. Sounds like maybe they're on the outside of that mine shaft, pressed up against the entrance or something, the mouth of it.
Well, I'm gonna go invisible. Bye.
Wait, what's going on?
Even
Aaron
know,
looks ready
Soren.
for a fight. Soren's gone.
You can't go invisible about something you don't know.
If I can just hear noise, I can
You
do
can't.
it.
You rolled a 7. You don't hear jack shit.
Passive.
What is your passive?
16.
You did not hear anything.
Motherfucker. Alright, I'm not invisible. I'm just standing there like an asshole.
And what about our dragon?
Ah, standing there like an asshole team. Welcome.
Well, I mean, someone's throwing gas bombs. I didn't even know Luna was here.
Luna, where the fuck do you come from?
If you're wearing your goggles, you can't see me.
We're
If
outside
you're
now.
throwing a gas bomb, I can get an idea of where you are.
Not you. I'm talking to the inventor, damn it.
We're outside now.
We're
We're
not
supposed to be
outside. We're still
outside.
in the cave.
We're near the entrance, so there's
Why are
still
you
light.
throwing bombs? We don't even know if they're friend or foe.
I'd rather them not see
Oh,
anyway.
they're about. Well, Luna's about to make that decision right here. So
Can I stop her? Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, if you want to try to
Fucking murder hobo.
make a sleight
I'm
of
not a
hand, I
murder
guess.
hobo.
You literally are.
I'm literally not. That bomb literally does nothing but blind people. I could go over there and kill them.
Poisons them.
I could literally
Yeah, but
step out
poison
there and
5
kill
doesn't really
all
do
of them
shit.
right
Damn
now.
it, like, we were doing so well without the murder hobo.
Yeah, if you want to make a
So much
sleight of
was
hand check,
accomplished.
if you want to make a sleight of hand check to try and stop that, that would be up to you.
No. Since I'm a murder hobo, put that right on the entrance.
What? Since when do you have spells?
Since I was a ranger.
That little was a cleric.
Yeah, but I didn't
Get
realize
back
you
to
get
Minecraft.
that spell. Doesn't seem like a very rangery spell.
It
No.
seems like a very earthy spell to me.
Yeah, it's from
That's wrong. It's not even. It's not a ranger spell at all.
yeah, I think it's a wizard thing. Let me check.
It's a graviturgy wizard thing.
Yeah, it's from a book. I'm
From
pretty
Wild
sure it's
Mountain.
from
It's
here.
Wild
Yeah,
Mountain. Book, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, it's a graviturgy wizard thing.
Why does it show up in the spells for rangers then?
It sure as hell shit doesn't on 5e tools.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're just making shit up all of a sudden.
I'm pretty sure I'm not.
I'm pretty sure
Toki,
you
where
are.
are you reading that there's a ranger spell?
In roll 20. Oh, I'm
What?
sorry. Did you not purchase the fucking book?
I don't buy shit. I use 5e tools like a normal person.
Then
Yeah, I'll check right now. I'll just check the book and we will learn the truth right now.
we'll get to the bottom of this.
Yes.
Yes.
Watch it not say in the book.
It's just there's nothing, no information.
Yeah, it's not even in the book. The spell's just been deleted.
It's just a blank page.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm opening my book.
Oh
You don't
yeah,
have a
it's
table
Rule
of
Warrior
contents?
time.
Where's my thingy mabon?
Take a
Where-
look. It's in a book. It's rule lawyering.
I'm gonna ritual cast divination to speak with Lawrence's guy and go, why doesn't he believe in you?
Why doesn't he believe in you?
Am I crazy, or do they not have a table of contents?
I don't know. I didn't buy
There
the
you
book.
go. You can look on my screen. Filters level 1 ranger.
We don't trust Roll20.
Yeah,
Look what they
Roll20
did to
is
the
fucking retarded.
look what they
man.
did
What
to
are you
the spells and catch-ups you could have.
Do you know how many fucking spells they've ruined? Yeah.
Yeah, hey, what's fun? There's no such thing as Mordecai's with Finger Smith's just mansion. What the hell? No longer
You have
took me
to
to figure.
you have to have the book for Mordecai's Magnificent
I realize
Mansion.
that now. It was just dumb.
I'll
I
find
actually
the
don't know
spells
what book.
somewhere. I literally don't have.
Alright, I found the
There's,
spell, but I'm
table
trying to find out
contents,
how it
so-
filters.
All right, I found it. Hold up. I'm on the
Yes,
graviturgy thing.
Uh,
Wait. I think I found it.
I'm
Hold up.
literally looking at it right now, Kenji.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah, it's on like 188 in the Wild Mount book.
Yeah.
But I don't see
I
like
see
all
it
the
now.
spells here are clearly for wizards. All right, actually, hold on. These spells are available to the wizard subclass previously mentioned in this chapter, as well as subclassing for Dungeon Master's Guide. Yeah, it's
It's for the
for.
gravitation wizard.
It's for graviturgy. You're right. I
Fuck
see
outta
that
here with
now
that
too.
bullshit.
So Roll20 has made a mistake.
Again.
Big fucking
Roll
shot.
20 strikes again, shocker.
No, my favorite is Thunderwave when they fucked up Thunderwave.
What did they do?
How'd they fuck it up?
They made it a Constitution or Strength save, and then they did less damage than it usually does.
Well, it is a
And
constitution.
you know my favorite spell in the whole game is Thunderwave. Like, fuck everybody in this current vicinity.
Are you
Toki's
sure
like,
you're not talking
well,
about when they added Thunderclap?
Yeah, you
What
sure you
about
don't?
Thunderclap?
You're not thinking of Thunderclap and not Thunderwave.
Thunderwave is the area effect spell. Thunderclap
So
is
is,
not.
so is Thunderclap. Thunderclap's a 5-foot radius from the caster. Wave is in front of you.
Yeah, no, he's right. Thunderwave. Yeah. I know what he's talking about.
Yeah, but he's saying that one of them was a strength and one of them was a
no, I think he was saying that at one point on Roll20, Thunder Wave was a strength save instead
which
of a
is
con.
weird, which he might have we're saying he might have thought we had the wrong one because Thunderclap is the same. It's literally the same damn thing.
Well, Thunderclap is also Constitution, so
So is Thunderwave.
yeah.
Okay,
but-
so I'm gonna
I mean, Thunderclap's essentially
get
just
outta
a
here.
mini Thunderwave. Like,
and
okay.
see. I'm just
I
gonna
think
walk
he
out.
was saying at one point it was a strength save on Roll20 and
Yeah.
not a con save.
Mm.
And yeah, if you want to proceed, go ahead.
I'm just gonna walk out the door because I don't think anything's wrong. Because apparently I have terrible perception.
Oh, you did
Yeah.
see me stop and
All
ready
right,
the new death weapon I have.
Let's see. You take. No, I'm just kidding.
You
No.
take all of the damage.
Yes. No. As you walk out, you suddenly perceive that something is wrong, and before you can much react,
Uh-oh.
there are several people clad in various, like, really strange gear. Some of them have strange casting gear. Some of them have armor. Some of them have weird, eccentric things you've never seen before. And as you look around, you realize that you are surrounded by what appears to be an adventuring party.
Yeah, I still rolled the gas grenade though.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm gonna
And
throw
you can eat my
the weapon
ass
at one of them.
for thinking
We're
I'm a
ignoring
murder
you.
hobo.
Oh, if you didn't want to throw the gas grenade, then I'll roll for that. But
Yeah,
that's
we're
why I was
ignoring
asking
the motor hobo.
if anyone is trying to stop that gas bomb or not before
Yeah,
it went
I
off.
somebody
don't
has
think
to
any of
stop
us
me
can
'cause I'm
actually
doing it.
see her do it. And Toki, you're still broadcasting
yeah,
your screen.
You're right. I can't see. I have to roll a
Well, I
perception to
mean,
see her.
you can still do stuff to someone that's invisible. You just have
I'm
disadvantage.
not invisible. You just can't see me if you have dark
You
vision.
are invisible.
Yeah.
You're essentially invisible if you're trying when something has dark vision. Is perceiving you
love
using
that
only
ability.
dark
It's
vision.
not. It's a really good ability, but it's not as strong as you might think. Rael
Yeah.
is right. You are invisible to any creature that relies on dark vision, but there are other ways to see people. What that means is that essentially they'll have advantage on stealth to anyone that's trying to perceive them, and obviously you won't be able to use vision to locate where they are. But it's not like you literally can't see them whatsoever. It's just that.
Sense them. It's like literally.
Yeah,
It's essentially if it's
It's like
dark
having
and there's
the spell.
dark vision, then I don't see you because you're essentially invisible. If I see invisibility, boom, I can see you again.
yeah. There are other ways. It's just more difficult
If
because
someone
they're
lights you up with
effectively
fairy
under the
fire.
effects of an
Someone
invisibility
lights
spell.
a candle.
Yeah, it's essentially just you get the invisibility spell on you whenever you're in dark vision. That's what it is. Or whenever you're in darkness.
Which is horrible when you have someone in the party who doesn't have dark vision. They're lighting torches all the time. I know that's at a Gloomstalker fighter ranger who's just shooting crap. And like every time, he's like, "I'm gonna light this torch." Like, God dang it, man!
Oh, fuck yourself. No, I'd just stay away from that person. Or I would kill them in their sleep.
Can I actually cast a light spell since it's a racial trait rather than a cantrip?
it still counts as casting a spell.
Definitely not been down here after
Yeah,
you cast
because
that spell?
cantrips are secondly technical.
Technically.
Technically 0th level. I said that completely backwards. They are technically level 0 spells, and even
Wait.
if you get them from a secondary source such as racial, they are still using the spellcasting feature. So.
How long did it take to make this weapon?
Which weapon?
It took like an
Come
afternoon.
on.
It took, at the rate y'all worked with all your bonuses, it took, the actual finishing the process of forging it took, it took, let's see, it took several hours at least, probably the better part of an afternoon and evening.
So because I know after he cast the spell, he was down before we even started working on the damn thing.
Yeah. Resurrection says that you cannot cast for
Is it 24 hours or is it
until you
long
finish
rest?
a long rest. Yeah.
Oh no, that's right. You said because we did it so early, he couldn't go get a long rest.
Yeah, because you can only have one long rest benefit
Yeah.
per 24 hours. So
Because essentially, I was going to throw a warning before someone decided to go murder Hobo.
I mean, I'm still gonna do it. You can keep calling me a murder hobo all you want.
Yeah, if you want to make a sleight of hand or whatever to try and stop it, then you can go for it. But
Where's our dragon companion at right now?
the dragon,
Yeah,
they stayed behind with Og.
both.
Yeah, both of them are there. I mean, they plan on leaving to go to the tree, evidently, but
I rolled a 15.
all right. I guess you can roll your sleight of hand, Luna. We'll just make it a contested.
I mean, I don't have to. Even if I roll a 10, my sleight of hand's 12. It's a 22.
That's if you roll a
Reliable
10.
talent.
Yeah, reliable talent. Anything. I have
yeah.
a 12. It's 22.
Oh, I'm thinking of freaking what's her tits. All right.
All right, so I'll roll con saves for them, and then we'll have Soren walk forward and have that take place. Sorry for that mix-up.
Supposed to be the rescue party.
Yeah,
All right,
who are
so
these guys?
Soren, as you go outside, you notice that there are people. Looks like an adventuring group, and they are trying to rinse their eyes. Some of them are coughing. And you can smell some kind of, it seems like there was at one point gas in the area from Luna's bomb.
Oh, fun.
They're mostly just trying to rinse their eyes out and things. There are 4 of them.
You want to diplomatize now?
It's called talking and decency. Yes.
I prefer death over that.
Like a murder hobo.
Yeah.
They're too busy trying to catch their breath to talk at the moment, so they take a few seconds to try and recover.
Kind of stand out there with the mate with the maul and just kind of look at them.
I take the time to restrain most of them with cuffs.
What are you doing?
This is gonna
that.
it'll enter into combat if you try to do that.
Yeah,
so
I'm gonna
I'll
stop
warn
her
you.
from doing that.
I'd just be like, let's hold on for a
Yeah,
second.
you'd have to roll initiative and then attempt to do that one by one.
Yeah.
Our clerics can't.
This isn't a cleric. This is the freaking rogue.
No, but like I'm just saying, our clerics fucked up and can't do shit. So
Yeah.
why the fuck are we trying to fight here?
We're not trying to fight. We're all like pretty tapped out.
We are.
Well, I don't know.
All
I
of our
used
long resters.
spells.
My flash of
used-
geniuses are gone.
I haven't used anything,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, because you're useless.
Oh, really now? That's
Oh,
fair. You're right. You're right. Next time, you can be the front line, and I'll sit back and make some stupid ass jokes. But by all means, go in the front lines.
So sorry about my ill-tempered friend. Who are you exactly? What are you doing here?
One of the people in particular, you see what looks like an elvish woman in some sort of robes. She's got a tome at her side, as well as what looks like some sort of mace. She kind of manages to clear her eyes well enough after a minute to stare at you, and just with this kind of furious stare, this furious gaze, just gets this horrible, offended look on her face.
Is this fucking?
And then she turns and says, "Very well then." And she turns, the rest of them do as well, and they say, "If you all do not wish to be disturbed, then There's certainly one way to make sure of it. They go to move on. Anyone, if you want to make a religion check to try to identify, her robes are decorated with symbols. She is wearing a holy symbol. If any of you care to try to identify that, but otherwise,
I'm no good at that.
Holy shit! Even with disadvantage, I got a good one.
Fang doesn't know religion.
Nope, I don't know religion either.
I had
Religion
a
is
one,
a
so I rolled.
0.
Yeah, religion. I'm good at religion, but it doesn't interest me. So, but what did I see?
Fang, you know of this actually. You will actually get a bit more information out of this than normal because this is connected to some Fey lore that you would have learned from your centaur paramour, we'll say. Asher, you also recognize this. She's wearing hearts and things on her robes and around a chain, which are the golden hearts, almost decorated like an acorn at the end. And that is the symbol of Hanali Selenil, the elven goddess of love and beauty. Fang, you know that at one point she served as the Fey aspect of the Faerunian goddess Sun, which is the goddess of beauty. She was the Fey aspect in her place, and now she is once again independent. She's chaotic good.
The Fey goddess Soon, who used to be under the goddess Dere.
But yes, chaotic good, elven goddess of
The god
love,
formerly
beauty, and the
known as
arts.
Prince.
Yes.
Nice.
They didn't tell us why they were standing outside or who they were, did they?
No, they walked off. They were
Cool.
upset and walked off.
Hey,
Excuse
something.
me, Miss
Sorry
Lady of
about that.
Love.
I throw the maul in front of them.
So you're gonna throw the most powerful weapon that we have.
Yep, I'm throwing it in front of them.
Can Fang try to catch this hammer?
Oh, and
Are
There's
you
no
activating
reason.
any feature? Are you trying to do anything? I guess you wouldn't be attuned, but
I'm attuned to it. It's been hours, has it?
No, it's been like 25 minutes.
Yeah. We just made it.
Yeah.
So do I make the
It's
thrown
still
thing
warm.
if I'm not attuned to it?
I mean, are you making an attack with it, or
Yeah, I'm attacking the ground in front of them.
no? It would just be athletics to see if you can throw it far enough.
Oh, though I'm not doing that. Fine, I'll move in front of them.
They just try to walk around you.
I'm
I-
sorry. I believe the idiot asked you who you were and what you were doing here.
Don't be rude. She's a cleric of the goddess of love.
They were also hiding at the only entrance, not the only, the entrance to this place. So no, I will be rude.
I mean,
I
to be
mean,
fair,
you know, this is
there were a bunch
dangerous
of little
breed.
dragon things earlier.
Yeah, she speaks. So there's a bit of venom in her tone, but it doesn't seem particularly directed toward you, Aaron. So she replies and says, "Apologies, but we saw several drow crawl out of these mine shafts. We were expecting more of them."
Oh, we
So you
dealt
were
with
just
them.
gonna
And the big
just
spider
gonna
person.
withdraw?
I killed a Drider, so that's fair.
They left just a few moments ago.
I'll move it out of the way.
In any case, we were told of an encounter by one of our associates. She says, there's a bit of venom in that word too, but he was hiding here, and you discovered him. Is that correct?
Did he have a ring that made him look like a skeleton?
That would be the one.
Yeah, I met him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gave him a healing potion.
I'm pretty sure I was
Well-
asleep for this whole ordeal.
Yeah,
However
you were.
questionable his actions were, I at least thank you for the consideration. You must be very busy, so not to take up too much of your time, but she clears her throat and takes a bit more of a cordial tone now that possible hostilities seem to have ended, and she says, "My companions and I are adventurers, much like yourselves, as far as we have heard, though not quite as notorious.
Notorious.
And oh
Do I
yes,
finally
You
have a
have
wanted poster?
wanted posters.
I came only to ask of your relations with the Elvish realms. I understand that within the northern cities you all are wanted.
That question seems kind of pointed.
Mostly just the northern capital city.
Just saying Neverwinter.
I see, and have you had any trouble with the Elvish realms in the area? The wild elves in particular?
The Fae? No. Well, elves, not. Somewhat. Didn't we deal with the elves? They were freaking out over something. I don't remember.
You fought a lot of elf druids, yeah.
Yeah, the druids were acting all insane. They were being lied to and corrupted. So yeah, they were going a little crazy.
Of course. Well, we've heard tales of your exploits, and you all, despite your infamy, or perhaps because of your infamy, seem to be interested in doing the right thing mostly, and you've become quite well known around the Sword Coast, especially. So we thought it only right to at least warn you. Many others in the Elvish realms have become more and more desperate as the world around us has changed and the stakes have risen. Be careful if you travel near any gates or circles connected to the Feywild, especially if you travel there. It is my understanding that many of the elves who were left in this realm, the ones who had turned and began hunting their own druids, have finally reached the end of their madness, and legions of them have stricken deals with unsavory sorts within the Feywild, traveled there themselves. Much of the forest settlements are now ghost towns. I can't imagine they've done that for no reason at all, and it is my understanding as well that they had their eyes on you. So, please, exercise caution. I fear they may have pledged themselves as foot soldiers and advisors to some Fey court or another.
Well, all right. I'm gonna be real with you. Who are you guys again? You adventurers, but like, where are you based out of? What's your name?
Just shut up.
Let me see. I don't have all their names. I only can't. I didn't generally get descriptions for all of them.
No,
But
just like
I'll at least give you
Because
the
I was
leader.
about to
Yeah.
ask, who's the rest everybody look like? Like,
Okay.
Yeah,
They have.
Kenji, you
They
brought
have
this
like
on
your
yourself.
typical. They have like. All of them seem to be elves or half elves. There's one guy that he seems to be a pretty typical fighter. He's got some heavy armor. Has his visor is open on his helmet, and you can see elvish features. There's someone who seems to be more of a bookish sort, and they've got what looks like a staff on their back. And then there's, of course, finally a person who has plenty of knives and daggers on themselves. So your typical party fighter, wizard, rogue, cleric.
not bad, not bad.
And uh, you are told that the leaders, or this cleric you're speaking with, her name is Tika. She says that they are based
I could
out
go for
of.
some chicken tikka right now.
Chicken masala. Let's go.
Uh, they tell you that they were originally based largely out of the Neverwinter Wood, but once the elves seemed to turn on their own people, they were driven out. And the reason they've come to you now is because they've heard that they mentioned that you're stories of Shadowlight are beginning to become common in taverns and things like that along the Sword Coast, and the common people are starting to know more and more about you, and there's plenty of support among the common folk for your party, mostly anyway, and so they thought it best to warn you ahead of time that it seems like many of the elves who were once planning to try and find you all have abandoned their efforts on this plane and moved on to the next. Kind of a mass exodus of the Neverwinter Wood into the Feywild.
Well,
Oh, that's cool. It's not like there's not a shit ton of members of Shadowlight wandering around.
well, I'm gonna be real with you. Shit's about to kick off.
I mean, are
Feywild.
there? There's like
Well,
Oh,
to be
two
fair, I don't
people
think
that are
the
tied.
Feywild's going to be safe if things go south. So
You might as well meet up with everyone
you know,
else
there's that.
outside of Neverwinter and help out, pitch out. You know,
Gonna have
We already
fun.
kind of have a
You sure you want to tell them that?
What were you
Not
saying?
saying.
I
specific.
don't know if you
To
cut out
do-
or just.
or would
Yeah, you're cutting out pretty hard.
unfortunate.
I can hear you now.
Yeah. Yeah, she nods and mentions that their party, we were already on our way there. We did have contact with this scavenger of sorts who sought to possibly procure some things from these ruins for use in the upcoming battles, but evidently he was less successful than your own party. And so we will simply move along and offer what assistance we can, but I'm sure you already know it well enough. Simply wish to let you know that the people are aware of your exploits, whether they support them or not.
Well, they should. We're fucking saving the world. It's tough
Agreed.
work.
But fear is dominant in some parts of the north.
Did they get my wanted poster right? Or am I still like fake Sanji?
She tilts her head and looks at you and says, they have improved, but what's the common saying? Well, let's just say that no amount of expertise can fix their perception of you. I'm afraid you are much older in your drawing. One of these tales of wizened Eastern monks with drooping beards.
They think you're an old man.
Oh, so we went from Sanji to Seven Deadly Sins. Got it.
Ooh, what are the stories about me?
Are they?
Yes.
Are they
White
making
hair.
posters with me now?
Oh, yes, yes. That's how we recognized you all as, well, being yourselves. You in particular, interestingly enough, Asher, is it?
Yep.
Please tell me they got him right.
We've never met you to begin with. We never heard of you.
I hope you don't have many friends in Neverwinter.
Friends? Technically, no. Family? Yes.
Let's see. If you all have any loved ones, I suggest you get in contact with them if you have not done so already, as evidently for this, I would imagine anyway, for the same reasons that you all have sped yourselves up, the authorities, who seem to have it out for you, have done the same, and they are making haste to find any associates of yours and take them away.
Do we have associates in Neverwinter?
I got my brother, but I already told him like, and I think I told you, Kenji, like I
Mhm.
tell them like, yeah, get the fuck out of the city, as fast as you can.
Isn't
He
his
calls to get
brother
my
like a
sister out.
royal librarian or some shit?
He's like,
He's the royal mage. Yes.
one of them,
Huh.
yeah.
Ah.
And then Mike, I have a sister. I have like a slightly younger sister that's in Neverwinter doing some magic items.
You saying this out loud?
Shit. No, I'm not
Okay.
saying
Please
that out
shut up.
loud. I'm telling
I
the
did,
party out of character.
okay, I didn't know if that was an in-character thing or not.
It sounds like something Asher would do.
Right?
True, but nah. He has enough sense not to talk about that.
Does he?
He just told him he had a brother in Neverwinter.
Just told him.
I just said I had family.
Anyway, if you want to help out, follow the dwarves, back them up. They're going to be helping out in the days to come. But you better head out quickly because it's not much time.
She nods and says, "We will do so. Apologies once again for the suspicion. Wish you well on your ways."
I
And
passed them all a vial of green liquid. Here, it helps with the burning. It's not going to help with the peeing, but it will help with the burning.
she makes a face and says, "I can well take care of that, but thank you anyhow. Uh, Hanali's blessings." And she turns, and after that little exchange, they all head out. And I'll move you back to the map. You are all back in the forest. It is around sunset.
I think it's nappy time.
Agreed.
Who goes to bed at 6 o'clock in the afternoon?
Yeah, actually, y'all can sleep for 8 hours, but you wouldn't get a benefit of a long rest because you've already had a long rest in the past 24 hours. So
I'm going to head to Baldur's Gate and pick up my sword. So let me just call my ride really quickly.
I'm gonna head to whatever constitutes as a magic shop in this place.
And I'll
Yeah, I want to buy enough mithril to make a mithril sphere about the size of my eyeball.
but I think we're
I'm
really
sorry,
running out
what?
of time. We have to go take care
How
of
are
the
we running out of time? We went over this. We still have like
2 weeks.
2
6
weeks. Like
No,
I mean,
no.
a week and a half.
Like
or
a
something?
week and a half.
we have to go take care of the gateways into the fire realm.
Okay,
Remember that?
you're saying we're running out of time when it's been the same day.
I'm just saying, I'm the one with the pack, so I'm a little
I
more
mean, you
It's
didn't
been
get
the
put a time
same
limit on
day.
this, right?
Look, at least let's do some like minor fucking shopping or whatever the fuck we need to do. Get supplies.
Okay. Who wants to go
Take
to
a nap to
Baldur's?
recover your strength, and then we can do it tomorrow.
Well, we can get a ride to Baldur's Gate right now. Is what I'm saying, and then we can rest there.
As long as they sell mithril and Baldur's Gate, I really don't care.
They'll sell more magic than this fucking town.
Except it would be cheaper to get the mithril here because we literally know the fucking people who mine it.
Okay. So you want to wait an hour, 5 hours? I don't know how long it takes to get back to where originally.
it's a couple hours.
Yeah, you want to just run around the forest for a bit instead of bamfing.
Okay. So, Zig, you realize that Dragonface is in the fucking town.
He is?
Yeah,
He's
he was
not
there.
with us.
He was been in Mirabar helping to set up teleportation circles.
Then I'll go fuck myself. Never mind. All right. The plan: go back, do a mithril shop, and then
Can I hit him with the freaking maul?
meet up with Dragonface, and then bamf down to Baldur's Gate.
I look at Fang. I'm gonna kill him. I'm going to kill him.
The hell's in Baltigates that's so important?
My epic sword that's being created, that's ready for pickup.
His UPS package.
What epic sword?
I say we do like 30 other things before we do that.
Nope. Gonna
Mainly
murder all
because
of them.
that's literally what happened to me to go to a stupid fucking mountain that we were supposed to go to like a level ago.
You know, we could pick up some diamonds while we're at
Am I
it.
wrong, Kenji? Am I wrong?
Yeah, it was
Should
more
we-
than a level.
Should we get diamonds? Do you want
Oh, it was
that?
more than a level. Okay.
I don't think that's a bad idea to pick up some
We
diamonds.
probably
And we're
should.
walking.
Yeah, we're definitely
We're
walking.
walking the 2
Yeah.
hours it takes to get back into town.
Yep. And you all know the way, so you can
Am I
head on
attuned
back.
to this mall of destruction?
I mean, you have to take a rest to attune to it, right? So
Bullshit.
I mean, I can carry
I
Aaron.
want Fang's back.
You know what? Fine.
Just
Fuck
pull
it.
one of the
Strap
things
Aaron
back.
to my back like a baby carriage, and he can attune while I walk.
Wait, what am I doing? I have a drill.
Can
What do you
hold,
mean
hold
you have a
okay.
drill?
You know what you're doing right now?
What?
You know that Family Guy bit about the first guy who owned a Model T?
On the what?
You lost us.
Oh,
Ver-
see.
It
The first
goes
guy
about
owned a Model
5 feet an hour.
I cannot hear you. It's like muffled all of a sudden.
Hello? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I was commenting you're planning on riding a drill that is built to tear things up and probably only moves 5 feet a mile an hour.
I mean, let's be real. Asher built this thing. This thing probably has nitrous and goes like 60 in the first gear.
Thank you, Andy.
I wouldn't be surprised. That's probably an upgrade I'll make later on.
Wait, we got a fucking drill?
Toki, you were here for that.
You were there for that session.
Yeah, but I didn't think we were fucking carrying the fucking drill around.
We have a pocket hole, a portable hole.
Phrasing. Phrasing. Jesus.
And a giant drill fits in your portable hole.
It's
Barely,
It's,
but
tall,
It's
yeah.
not
it's,
as giant as you think.
it's about as big as
It's literally about the size of the portal, so
Yeah.
it barely fits in.
you know those little toy cars that only rich people buy their kids?
Oh.
Think that. But with a
Yeah.
drill in front of it.
Whoa. What? Then
Have
how
you
the
guys never
fuck did
seen
we
these?
get in the fucking truck?
What? Truck?
Drill, my bad.
We didn't. One
I mean,
person
it
was
was
in the
a
drill. They drilled into the place, and we walked behind it.
Yeah, it's only large enough to build a hole large enough for a medium-sized creature to get through, basically, or a large-sized creature to
large.
squeeze through, because large can, you can. The rule in 5e is that you can squeeze through a space meant for a creature one size smaller.
It was just big enough for Goliath to walk through. And
Well, he had to
crouch.
squeeze through, so yeah, it would be basically it's a man-sized hole, is what it can make.
Ugh.
Yeah, I just drove into the portable hole and just jumped down, pulled the portable hole down.
It's also mithril tipped, and if it was possible, I would Giga Drill Breaker the freaking wall with it, but I can't.
What? You can't do what with a mithril?
And we've been walking.
Oh, you're already there if you want. Just
I was saying if it was possible for Fang to lift that thing and freaking do a Gurren Lagann Giga Drill Break with it, I would have a long time ago.
But yes, a couple of
Alright,
hours
sir.
pass, and you all are able to end up in Mirabar. What would you like to do?
Where's the item
let's
store?
go.
I'd just like to buy a chunk of mithril just large enough to shape into a ball the size of my eye.
Yeah, I'll
So
go
a
with
ping pong ball.
Handy since since he's going to the troll breakers. Sora can go find Dragonface, and I guess we'll all meet up in an hour, 2 hours, something like that.
And then if I still have money, I wanted to buy a Find Familiar scroll, and then also do, to do the whole ritual to have Libra in that
I
that
could
vessel.
probably make you a scroll.
I
Oh.
don't think Find Familiar is strong enough for a spirit of knowledge, especially when you already have a familiar.
I'm pretty sure that's
It's,
what Kenji said.
His pack specifies that he will have to use a find familiar spell, but it won't take the form of a creature. It'll be housed in an object. It has to be
Yeah.
a particular vessel.
Oh, I'm sorry, I
powerful enough.
forgot that.
So
from
you
last
were
session.
wrong, you bitch.
Asher, with under a heavy discount, you'd be able to get that mithril for 200 gold. So
I'll
I'm
show
so
them the
poor, but I
weapon.
can do that.
How much is it?
200.
How
Yeah.
are you poor?
Dude, I'll
It's
give
more
you
than that.
200 gold if you need it.
Normally it would be almost double that, but they are giving you a heavy discount.
I am
No, I'm
so
not.
rich.
I'm not poor, but like I've spent, like I have like 200 gold in my name now.
That's poor, dude. I have 3,000.
I have 200 platinum pieces,
Yeah, I just gave him 20 platinum.
which
What's the-
kindly translates to 2,000 gold.
No, 200.
2,000.
The platinum's 100 gold.
2,000.
Wait,
Platinum changes to gold. It's 10.
Times 10.
Yeah, Handy,
Yeah.
they're not talking about what you paid. They're talking about what Luna has
Luna
in their
has now.
inventory.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
now that's what Luna has. That's not what's in the bag of holding. That bag of holding from Marge, right?
For bag of holding, what we haven't split out the party funds.
Yeah. No,
Just-
because here's the funny thing. Because I'm pretty sure we were talking about buying something. I just looked in like we still have Marge's money. What are you talking about? We're rich.
Yeah, it's the same way in the game I play in too. There's always that thing where you have party loot where people are just like, "Oh, it's fine. We can split that share up later." Then you get more, and you're like, "We can split that share later." And then eventually, you just have a bunch of loot in the party loot, and you're like, "I don't know who shares who, but we're buying something like that."
Well, I mean, if it's okay with the party, then I'd like to take 200 gold from the
Dude, I'll
party.
just give you 200
Yeah,
gold.
no
Calm
one
down.
cares. We're all
There is literally 2,000. There's literally 266 platinum pieces
From
in the fucking
and 2,000 gold from
All right,
Marge.
cool. All right, cool. I'll
That Marge
steal from Marge
Just
and
left.
face the
Just left here.
consequences later.
Yes, literally.
I
If
mean,
Marge comes back and wonders where her money is, we're just gonna blame it on Asher anyway.
Look,
Every
Hey,
time you
look,
say
I'm-
Marge, I think of Marge from The Simpsons.
every
Look,
time.
I just want you to understand. Marge is a fucking shop owning dwarf. If she left the money, she left the money on purpose.
cool, Aaron's rich.
Fair enough. Yeah, fuck. I'll just take 1,000 while I'm at it.
No, you're not. Get the hell out of here. It's in the bag holding. Smack your hand away. Just
Ah.
nope.
Okay, stop.
So technically, there's like 24,000, no, 44,000 in the fucking bag of holding.
4,400.
I think
yeah.
you mistranslate. Yeah.
4,400. 4,460.
I added the extra zero there, but Marge was rich.
Fucking Aaron is rich right now. What are you talking about?
Plus the 5,000 gold at the top. So what?
I don't know where that 5,000 gold came from. I just know it's there and no one claimed it.
So there's a legitimately over 10,000 gold pieces in the fucking bag of holding.
Yeah,
Whose
there's
bag of holding
literally
is that?
this entire campaign. Like every time you guys got a share, you got loot. At least one
There
share of
we
the horde
go.
went into
That-
the bag
that
of
seems
holding
right.
and didn't get split
That
up.
seems right. That's perfect.
you think you slick?
Oh,
I
shit.
saw that.
Shit. If that's the case,
You
Can I
think
get
you
2,000
slick?
can I get 2,500
Put
gold
that
so I can
2,000
work on my
gold
arm?
back. Put that 246 platinum piece back and put party loot.
I don't know. Oh, shit.
Just got jacked for your shit. The almighty hand of God said, "Give me that shit."
Uh,
Yeah,
But
it's
yes.
essentially Aaron shit because he controls the bag of holding.
I mean, how many people have a bag of holding?
I think almost everybody in the
Yeah,
party has
I
some
have
kind
a
of portable
I have a
or bag of
box.
holding. I know we
I'm
have at
just
least 3
saying-
members in the party with.
I'm just saying, I keep my money on me.
Yeah, but you're Luna, so fuck you.
Luna's Mr. Krabs as well.
Mr. Krabs.
Uh,
Actually, she's more what's that one dude? She's more of the chick from Kill Bill. She has a very stiff grudge against the king and doesn't care how she gets to the king as long as he is one of the people she kills.
You mean the bride? Beatrix Kiddo?
Yeah, the names in those movies weren't the best.
Something. But
My
yes,
name is Buck, and I like to party.
Yes, Asher, for 200 gold, you're able to get you're mithril enough
I
for
don't know
that,
about all that.
and anything else the party would like to do in
2,500
Mirabar,
gold
you can
for a grappling
go
hook? Are you
ahead.
kidding me?
Yeah.
Do you
Yep.
know?
That's what Kenji said, right?
Mm-hmm. It's not just a grappling
It's
hook.
the mechanical
So
component.
I'm
It's
converting
my
the
arm.
3.5 thing.
No, I'm just saying this is Aaron. You want
Oh.
2,500 gold for a grappling hook?
I
I
can
mean, if
make
it
you
shut,
one.
yeah, one that shut on my arm, it'd be fucking cool.
I'm sorry, does the hand shoot out and the hand is the grappling hook?
Yes.
Alright.
I'm loving how there's no more debate over this. But Luna doesn't really care because technically none of that is Luna's money.
Fang will be putting the potion of Hill Giant Strength in his inventory out of the loot.
I figured that was already in the inventory because that wasn't in the party loot.
Yeah,
It
got
was
removed a
until
while back.
recently I officially took it out.
So is what's her face there?
Who? No, she
What's her
left.
face?
She left whenever you last
Ah.
saw her. She was leading her troops south.
Yeah, they're like on the road to war.
Yeah, they're on.
Well, I'll show Old Man Troublemaker the new mall we made.
He.
Oh yeah,
seems
we'll let him know
impressed.
that we met the dragon, and then he says, "What's up?"
Yep.
Did he?
Yeah.
Did he send back me silver?
I don't think a dragon's going to be parting with any type of
Yeah, he's
monetary.
kind of cheap. He's a little bit of a dragon, so I don't think he's giving up.
Was
any
he supposed
silver.
to?
Can you go ask him again?
I really
I'm
can't.
not doing none of that shit.
He just laughs and says,
Wait.
I kid. But thank you for
Soren has
taking me
said that he
message
can
to
ask him from here.
From a safe
No,
distance away.
All out of spells. No.
He says, thank you. Was
You're a
he?
warlock. You get your spells back after a short rest. Go ahead and take 5 minutes, bruh.
I don't have level 3 spells on warlock though.
He looks at you, Soren, and says, but I trust he were in good health. Is that the case?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
He-
shot
he
lightning
looked
for like
real
2 years on
sick.
this dang weapon. I'm pretty sure he's fine.
Looks like it. What's its name?
Steer Thixon.
Sir Fixin? Yeah.
Beautiful
Steer
from
Thixon.
the old draconic tongue,
I
don't know
think
what it
talks,
means.
I'm not sure.
but it's beautiful.
It means
Not
prolonged
fire.
Oh yes, he taps his head. The old boy taught me a few words. Prolonged fire, it means.
We could switch this whole conversation into Draconic just to fuck with him.
Oh yeah, let's just all speak Draconic and pretend like he's senile and going crazy.
Okay. Yeah, I'll continue.
I
saying
don't
things in
understand.
Draconic.
Fang just starts talking in Orcish.
The old man actually responds in Draconic, but it's really broken Draconic, and so he tries to form a sentence, and it comes out something like,
What'd you say about my mother?
it comes out something like, have you ever seen those AI that try to like emulate people on social media, and it just comes out a complete gibberish sentence of random words?
No, I better yet. I'll tell you what it is. It's like Rush Hour 2 when he stepped over and was talking about, speaking Chinese. He's like, what I say? You just asked everyone to put off their samurai swords and shave your butts.
Pretty much, yeah. It's like that, complete gibberish and broken Draconic.
I mean,
Or Joe Dirt, where it's like, it's in such a weird fucking
I'm glad
accent. So
somebody
like,
knows Joe Dirt.
I don't have a sword, but I have a knife. Does that
Yeah.
work for you?
Joe
Yeah,
Dirty.
yeah, that's
Joe
cool.
Dirt.
It's okay if you like to see. Yeah, it's okay if you like to see grown man naked. Almost naked. Like, no, I'm wearing my. Yeah, okay, cool. You
My
like to see
question is,
almost
what are
naked.
we doing with the Cube of Force?
I think we gave that to the dragon.
Did
No.
we? No, we did not.
No, we gave the other very important artifacts to the dragon because we're not going to say no to a dragon. But
Lawrence
No,
had
not
asked
that
about
dragon.
our Cuba
Not that
cores.
dragon. No, what happened was, in order to get this diamond, Fang gave away his stupid trophy or
My
whatever it was.
championship cooking medal.
Oh wow, you can win another one. Provided we save the world.
How do you think he's gonna get the Fae Queen to step down, cease hostilities? Winter Queen.
At
That's
any
his
rate,
plan all along.
Top chef.
Well, I just want to point out I am the only character in this entire campaign that has no attunements.
Yeah, because you're like three
you keep switching characters. What the fuck you mean?
characters deep.
You're 3 sessions in with this character.
Yeah, but yeah, he, in all seriousness, the old man Trollbreaker does thank you all for delivering the message, and he seems relieved to know that his old friend is still alive
Also, there's
and well.
another dragon.
He raises his brow.
Tidrick.
Don't know that one.
Yeah, it's a younger dragon.
He pulled up his pants. Don't know that one. That doesn't look suspicious at all.
Yeah. Well, apparently it's a legacy name or whatever. Anyway, we'll probably be leaving as soon as our bard comes back with the dragon face.
Yep, I'm gonna go find him.
Well, probably won't be seeing you again until this is all over, one way or another. But
Yep.
I wish you all well on your way. If there's anything, food or drink or anything else, I might be able to help you with.
You got any wizards in your employ?
What might you need with a wizard?
They're spell books. More specifically, they're ritual spells.
You don't know spells.
I do know spells.
We have a
He
few
knows
rune
a very
casters in the
small
house.
sheet of spells.
All of the ones trained for battle have gone out with me daughter, but the rest of our rune casters are still around. If you, I'm sure they wouldn't mind. Just tell them I sent you.
Okay. I just walk off.
Mr. Trollbreaker, while we wait for our friends to arrive with our means of exit, would you like me to prepare you some snacks?
By all means.
Yeah, there's some good snacks, man.
Snacks.
Be snack, bitch.
Thanks.
Look.
man.
Okay.
Look, I'm going to go find the item store.
Yeah,
We're doing that. I thought we were doing that in Baldur's Gate.
Oh, we're doing that in Baldur's Gate? Whichever has the more magical stock.
Baldur's Gate would
It'd be
almost
Baldur's
certainly
Gate,
have.
yeah, I do.
I mean, you never
do,
know. Dwarves are very, very crafty. Get it?
I'm leaving.
Because they're Smiths.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, of course, I buy the mithril ball, and I do everything needed to do to at least get Libra bound to it. I'll leave having Lawrence scoop my eye out for another day.
Can you repeat what you said about getting the ritual specifically?
The
the
ritual for Libra.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to get. I just want to
Basically,
get
you
her
just need
bound
access
to the.
a fond familiar spell. Is all you need. So.
Oh yeah, like yeah. I'll also buy a scroll or.
Link you the Find Familiar book. It's the book. I literally have a ritual book.
If he can ritual cast, then yeah, he can just use that.
I'd do that then.
All right. Anyone else?
I would, when he gets it bound and he's got it made and he's ready to put in, I would like to rip his eye out.
I think he's going to have Lawrence do that.
Nah, I'm ripping his eye out. Lawrence can heal him, but I'm ripping his eye out.
And I'm the murder hobo.
As a player, this sounds funny. Go ahead. I was wanting to do some enchantments to it to make it to where like I
No,
can
I'm saying when you're
see
done
through it.
and ready
That
to
is
put it
going
in.
to hurt
is-
like a son of a bitch.
Yeah,
I
look, I
mean,
was saying
Lawrence is
when
not there
you
to
were
help.
done.
So
I was
Lawrence
saying when
can't.
you're done to put it in. I'm not saying right now. I'm not pulling your eye out
Okay.
right now and have you walk around
I
looking
was
like
about to say it was a
freaking
Sharingan.
But yeah, okay. Just like you cut off my arm. I see. Fair enough.
And I will tell you that offhand, the spells you're able to find that are ritual spells that you could copy from the runecasters here, Aaron, they don't have many. They aren't very varied casters, very varied, but they do have a few things. They have illusory script, Tensor's floating disk,
hmm
Skywrite,
Just type it in the chat, man. Just
and
type in the chat.
okay, I'll type it then.
Illusory script. Floating disk of tensor.
In the
There you
Alright,
go.
guys,
meantime,
I've made us a bunch of truffles.
do I find Dragon Face?
Yeah, he's pretty easy to find. He's
I'm just pinging messages at him every whatever feet.
Skywrite's apparently not in the compendium.
It's an elemental evil, Xanthar.
Your face is a Xanathar. Yeah, Sugar Snap Peas, I went there.
Well then, no 5 free temporary hit points for you.
Okay. I'll just rage and take them from you.
Yeah, because if that's the case, I might spend my money on the eyeball rather than the arm. Yeah, it takes some time, a lot. Damn. Can I get it done before payday?
Well, to be fair,
Probably not.
isn't this considered wouldn't this be considered an prosthetic?
Yes.
Yeah,
think
but I like
there's a
to
specifically
I like to
an
think that an
eye
eye
prosthetic.
is incredibly more complex than.
Yeah, that's it's not an arm. It's like
I mean,
connecting
as
fucking
complex
something
as
to my
these arms
brain.
are.
Well, true, but
Yeah, even still.
even still, like I never worked with like vision before, so I guess I'll just wait until I reach level up and just say it's my invocations doing all the
You
shit.
get someone to cast Scry over and over again, and this eye is just able to see right directly ahead of you at all points in time.
Okay, Necro, if you want to ask someone in the party to do that now, you can, or else
What does
you can
Necro
try to
want?
find an NPC to do it. It's up to him. I don't know if he wants to ask that to the party or if he's keeping that as a thing for his character, but
I was gonna ask an NPC.
okay.
Can we point out that
How
that
large
Necro
is
is
the
the
symbol?
shadiest motherfucker in our group?
For sure.
It's because every time I try to speak, somebody else has to yell louder. So that's
how
the
how large is the symbol that you want?
size of a pen.
Okay, yeah, that wouldn't be very much. You could get it done for, assuming you would do it in house, you get somebody for 200 gold to do it.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, it wouldn't take very long at all. Maybe an hour or something just to shape it. They have the closest thing you're gonna get to like an industrial forge. So. And they also have spells and things that if it's not in that small, that's another thing.
It was just for a spell.
All right. You're able to find Dragon Face, Warren. He's just you find him and he's
Drunk off his ass.
yes. Now he's racking his brain. He seems a little frustrated, but
Wait, could I get diamonds as discounts as well?
Do what?
Try to get diamonds in discount, or do I have to pay full price?
It would be full price.
32
Too bad you didn't take one of the hagglers with you.
Yeah, diamonds are pretty plentiful in this town, but they're still expensive.
Diamonds. Unless they're given to the cleric, then they're for like 2 minutes.
Yep.
If you need help, I am available.
I need 3,200 gold.
I don't have that, but what I have is a silver tongue.
What's your persuasion?
15.
Mine's a 12.
Oh yeah, you guys ready for this? If we're talking about persuasion, listen to this. My persuasion, you bitches, is 0.
Yeah.
Surprised I don't have a negative to that.
Yeah. Other than Dragonface complaining about how much it costs to set up a teleportation circle and how long it takes, he's not doing much. He's ready to go whenever you all are.
Ugh, does he need money?
Dude, he's on the council. I don't think he needs money.
Yeah, he's supposed to be rich. If he needs a fucking 100 gold, I'll give it to him. Toki, maybe not crunch the chips so close to the mic.
You're talking about the reason he's upset is he mentions it costs. I don't know if you guys know how long it takes to make a permanent
It
teleportation
takes a whole
circle.
year, and you have to cast a spell every day, and it takes
Yeah,
so much gold.
So if you
Looks
cast
so
it
much
every day
chalk.
with the amount it costs, it's like 18,000 gold or something.
All right. Well, if I give him 1,000 gold, will he stop his whining?
Maybe mute yourself. Just
I can't reach the phone. The phone fell on the ground.
I'll mute him. So he will grumble.
I mean,
Psychically
if he
to
already
himself.
did the one for today, he can leave and come back.
You know what? We've been through a lot together. I'm gonna give him 1,000 gold and just be like,
Yeah, I mean other
been a
people
lot.
are working here. Yeah, it's just that he came in and he's kind of grumbling about how tight the dwarves are with their money and the stingy dwarves toward teleportation circles because they have their runes and that's
he should
as
be
far as
used to
their
that. He's a
casting
dragon.
goes.
He knows what it's like.
That's fair. He's not a dragon, but
Is he happy that you gave him 1,000 gold?
oh, very.
Okay, all
He
right.
mentions
We're
that
cool.
he'll put it to good
We're
use.
cool.
This is also why we don't have a lot of money. We just blow it on stupid
We
shit.
have not been
thanks you.
paid for the last 10 things we have done for this country.
He thanks Soren and mentions that he'll put it toward good use. Is there anything else you all would like to do in Mirror, or would you like to
No,
go
let's get the
to
fuck out of here.
Baldur's Gate? Because it's been thankfully it has been long enough. You've had some long rest, so his ability to teleport has been restored.
Yeah, let's bam the fuck out of here.
Did Shawai ever get the information from what's his fuck about about getting us a location for the
Not
portal?
yet.
I guess we'll find out.
Not yet.
We're not bamfing there
That's me
immediately.
teleporting.
The fuck is wrong with you?
But yeah, unless there are any objections that someone still needs to finish business, then you all are taken to Baldur's Gate via teleport spell, thankfully, because it's a permanent circle. There's no roll. He's just able to take you there.
I think it only been like an hour, Asher. I don't think we would have had time.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I assumed everything in Mirabar was done in a rush.
Well, not a rush, but it was probably done in like an hour.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
but I
only reason it
definitely
took
have,
longer is because Lawrence was having some work done.
Yeah, but I definitely have Libra bound to the ball, don't I?
I gave you my book, and it only takes like what 10 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I mean, as long as I would have assumed. Are you
When I was
actually? Did you
copying
go
in
ahead
it.
and? Yeah, I meant for his mithril. You were shaping it into the form of an eye, right?
Yeah, in the shape of an eye.
Did you make a check for that? I don't remember if I asked for that.
No, but
Okay, make a
want me
check
to?
for that. Yeah, with advantage.
With
Because
smithing.
yes, they would have. The reason they're able to work a little faster than other people, they have forges and spells and things that are specific. Like uh, they have like forge clerics and stuff that have abilities and spells that are more angled toward craft, and then they have very very nice forges, so they can get work
Yeah.
done a little faster.
Yeah, so I got a
So
31.
yeah, it was a really steep check, but a 31 definitely clears it. That you would have been able to just finish shaping it by using their forge and the assistance of some of their casters, and an hour into the shape roughly. So as long as you're able to ritual cast it, then you would be able to house Libra in that.
Probably wait till we get to Mirror Bar because I would have been copying other ritual spells into it.
Yeah,
Well, it sounds cool.
and of course
Of course, I'm talking about. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
once she enters that vessel, a bluish glow comes to it and sort of almost makes it look like the pupil has come to life.
It's fucking cool.
And go
All
ahead,
right.
sorry, what were you
You
saying?
ready to get out of here?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, yeah.
Doors
He-
open. Let's
Dragon
go.
Face casts teleportation. You all end up in the Baldur's Gate wizard's house, essentially.
Yeah, as soon as you land, I look at them. I look at all of them. Go. All right. Anybody got any ritual spells I can copy?
Ritual.
I don't know the
spells.
meaning of the word, and I just start leaving. I start walking towards my thing.
Because no one was talking to you. Okay.
They all look around and shrug, and most of them get back to the work. It seems like they're busy actually writing down spells as it is and trying to come up with new ones and so on and so forth. Most everyone
look
is
at
gone at the
Dragonface.
moment, and they're seems like you can hear outside there's casting going on, and it seems like they're training new apprentices.
I look at
Sweet
Dragonface and go,
Jesus.
did they just ignore me?
He shrugs and says, "Wizards."
He's a wizard.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Oh shit!
I go find Everick.
He's actually right next to the teleportation circle.
Oh shit! What's up?
Eric, what? Huh?
Got my sword.
No.
Yes, just here's your invoice, and he hands you a stack of papers.
It was just like paperwork.
This invoice, it's like detailing the processes of creating the item and all that. And he
I already
goes,
paid for it.
Yes,
so,
he goes, apologies, it's regulation with all the wizards and things coming in. We have to archive, or else it's out of hand. It's just a formality.
That's fine. That's fine. What's his name? What's his name? I want it.
Name?
Don't you name all the things that you make?
No.
No.
That's not how that works.
Oh,
No.
yes, a name, of course. Here, let me get the appropriate paperwork. I will require your signature.
Oh my god! I just mage hand it like come on, man, let's go.
Well, I suppose you can. Do you have a name of your own? I can simply do the paperwork.
Name it
on
Steve.
my
Its
own
name is
time.
Steve.
Don't
Its
listen
name
to
is
this one.
Steve.
Get your mind.
Eric, look at me. Look at me. Look at
I'm
my eyes.
partial
Look at my
to. I'm
eyes.
partial to sword of swordy.
Look at my eyes. Eric, its name is Steve.
Steve, is that correct?
No,
Steve,
don't
yes.
listen to him.
Yes, that's very correct.
Sorry,
Trust me.
I'm confused. Do you wish
The
to name
sword's
the item or
name
not?
is definitely Steve.
No, counter persuade. They're all wrong.
I'll
Counter
give
persuade.
Luna advantage. Ah,
You can't.
Very well, it's not Steve. Then what is it then, Soren? What would you like?
You just said it. Not Steve. Its name is not Steve.
I said it was Steve.
My name's not Ray.
Not sure.
I really want there to be a thing that was like, no, its name is not Steve, and it's like, oh, very well, not Steve. It is no.
He actually does start to write. He goes,
Yes.
So, what would you wish me to call this then?
Not Steve.
Soren, please. He is the one who paid.
Not Steve, right, Soren? You wanted to be called not Steve,
I'm
right?
on the spot. I'm trying to think of a cool sword name. God damn it.
Charlemagne.
Pokey stick.
Charlemagne the God. Ugh, gay. Gay. Might as well
I
name the
believe there
sword
are
"Ram Me
some-
Up Your Ass."
I believe there are some copyright issues, but it will work past that.
Oh yeah, because the spell. Yeah, the original guy who made that spell.
Yes.
That's right. So maybe hyphen it with something else that's cool.
Shatter Steve.
Shatter Steve. It sounds like an attack from an anime. I use Shatter Steve. Go.
How about
Yeah.
Shatter Shade?
Shatter Steve. I agree with that name. I agree with that name.
Soren,
Ever.
was it the Drow sword? I can't remember what.
No,
is
it's the upgraded Skianova.
Got you.
Giovanna.
Okay, I was gonna say because I have something specific in mind for its appearance. That's why I asked. I wanted to make.
Oh no, it's the Rapier +2. I had my
Jesus
Skianova,
Christ, he doesn't even know what the fuck it is.
Yeah.
and it was upgraded to add the force damage on it.
Right, because you
Like-
wanted the
like
first,
the-
you wanted it, but you had to have a new one. 'Cause I thought so. I was gonna say I didn't think it was a Skianova because I had something specific in mind for its appearance. But
Go for
He
it. I don't
says-
care, dude.
how about Shatter Shade?
Perfect.
Sounds like a
Alright.
Pokemon attack.
I'll work on this.
Aaron, use Shatter Shade.
In the meantime, please. And
I punch
he
your shadow.
gestures toward a long case.
So Shatter Shade, I envision just somebody making fun of a shadow, just throwing shade at a shadow to shatter its confidence.
Yeah, he waves a hand toward you, Soren, and in your head you get a message of it's kind of gibberish. It's like the Forgotten Realms equivalent to like pseudo Latin gibberish, but he tells you that it's the password to an arcane lock and gestures toward the long case, one of many.
It's just fucking pig Latin.
Everick, on a more serious note, do you have any? Are there any? I know they're busy. I look at them. I glare at the. I get the stink eye to the mages. They ignored me. Do you have any ritual spells that are written down that I might be able to copy?
Well, mostly basic ones.
How basic are we talking?
Oh, your simple identify and alarm and the rest. There is
Okay, but
a
what
more
about?
powerful one, but I'm not sure if you're skilled enough in casting to
Everick,
copy it.
if it's a ritual, I can cast it.
Oh, you're one of those.
Is that actually the case though? Or?
Yeah, ritual casters.
Yeah,
Aren't you limited by spell levels at some point?
he's limited
No,
by
because I don't cast
the
spells at
one
all.
type
It's
of
literally
caster.
The spell must be on the spell list for the class you chose. The spell's level must not be higher than half your level rounded up, and it must have the ritual tag. Let's see.
That's pretty fucking powerful, my friend.
Yeah.
and
up to
currently
seven-
I am
up to
what
7th
14th level. So yeah,
Ritual casting spells at 7th level.
so it has to be a wizard spell. Okay, yeah, but there's only like one other spell at like 6th level that you can ritual cast. Everything else becomes regular casting. Which some spells I think is dumb for, like True Resurrection. Why is that not a ritual?
Because ritual allows you to get away with not spending the spell slot.
I mean, it's a level 8 spell,
Yeah, and they want you to burn it.
but you shouldn't have to.
With great power comes great bullshit.
Yeah, there's an instant summons 6th
Yeah,
level
that's
spell.
what
Yeah.
it has. That's what I
I'll
was
take it.
asking.
Or telepathic bond's pretty
All right,
good.
it'll take some time and money to copy it, of course. Let's see. You'll
We got
need.
the Phantom Steed, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool.
You will
I
need.
love he's like, it'll take some time. I just put it in the book, close it, hit it with the hammer, open the book. It's like imprinted on it.
Yeah, that's definitely how it works. Let me see.
Contact other plane is 5th level.
2 hours. Okay, it would take 12 hours and 300 gold to copy it.
Oh shit! Contact other plane would be really, really useful.
Yes, but I don't like you people.
Yeah, it would take you 12 hours and 300 gold.
Is it the only one he has?
He mentions it's the only one he has outside of those basic stuff. That's the stuff you already have, basically. Yeah.
Okay, damn it. Plus, I'm pretty sure contact other plane isn't a wizard thing.
It is a wizard thing.
Oh well, hell, if he can make that.
He would have to source it from somewhere. So.
It's a warlock and a wizard thing. You mentally contact a demigod. The spirit
I know what the spell does. Stop. Yes.
Then you
I
should have
just
known
didn't
it was a wizard spell, sir.
Why would I? In what world would I need to contact another plane?
Oh, you
you're
know
gonna
the
also
spell,
need
so
a
you should have known it was a
sapphire.
wizard spell, sir.
I know what the spell does. I mean, I've never really had reason to use it for the people.
You don't want to talk to a demigod that's been
No,
dead
fuck
for
'em.
long
Fuck
periods
'em.
of time?
Fuck 'em.
All right. Yeah. So you can go about doing that if you want to take the time and money.
Yeah, because I at this point, I'll go ahead and do that because there's no point in me. We're not immediately going to the fire plane because we don't know where we're going in the fire plane.
Right. So we have minimum then 12 hours that the party's going to need to wait, and you are going to need to wait at least that long anyway.
Yeah,
to,
we're long resting
long rest.
anyway.
Yeah, like between 12 and 16 hours or so.
Yeah, I'd like to, like, just before you do that, I'd like to take the 10 minutes to do that ritual and blah, blah, blah.
Blah, 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 blah,
All
blah.
right, as you do so, Libra
Where's
enters
the item
eye,
store, sir?
and Libra enters the eye, and the pupil flares to life with a blue, almost fiery glow as she appeared before.
How's it feel in there, Libra?
Crap.
It seems acceptable. It is small, yes, but preferable. Large objects often draw attention and cause
Yeah,
difficulties.
because a glowing eye won't draw attention.
I don't
Well,
think
I mean, it
asthma or
was
something.
it was either the eyeball, or I put Libra in a mech.
Who removed your eye?
I'm
I didn't
about to.
remove- I didn't remove my eye yet, not until I get level 2 Warlock.
I'm about to stab him. I'm just kidding.
I'm pretty sure Libra can help you see. You also have another eye. Your depth perception might be a little off.
Would that be possible?
What?
Like Libra.
She is your familiar.
Well, Libra. Oh shit, that is so fucking true. Libra, say if I were to hypothetically gouge out one of my eyeballs and put your
Not
vessel
hypothetical. She's
into my
thinking about this.
well, true, and then put that eyeball that you're in into my eye socket, would I be able to see through it?
I mean, you would be deaf and blind, but yeah. You would be
I'd
able
be
to see.
deaf?
Well, the way it works is you would take an action to see through Libra's eye, and you would be deaf and blind with regard to your own senses, and you would only see through that eye.
The only thing I can think of that's a plus is if she can see into different planes or see through things, you'd be able to see through them.
She can, but that would not extend to him, not at this level.
Can she
That
see
would be
the
done via
darkness?
invocations.
If you removed an eye, you'd have disadvantage on everything visual, pretty much.
Not
Yeah, like I want to wait until I can, actually
I
do something with it. So
I don't see that being disadvantaged because there's plenty of characters with fucking
Yeah, if he
eye
only had one
patches.
eye, it might be disadvantage at first for certain checks that rely specifically on depth perception, like if he's trying to grab something, but it wouldn't be the blind condition or anything.
No, but like, yeah, if you're newly one-eyed and we're about to
Yeah.
go fight the big boss, and you can't get your spells off because you can't have the right sight, you're getting
To be fair, most of his spells are buff anyway, except Firebolt. So he'd literally just go,
Yeah.
I'm in the fight. Force Ballista, and the Force Ballista would do all the work, which apparently has its own depth perception. Who the hell knows how that works?
So basically,
Yeah.
it would just work like the actual Find Familiar spell. You would have to, as long as you have access to Find Familiar, you would basically, actually, you wouldn't have to have access to it. As long as she's in that form, you would be able to use an action, see through her senses, but you would be deaf and blind in your own senses.
yeah, that's not preferable right now.
Well, he wouldn't be blind; he'd be deaf because he could see
Nope.
through her eyes.
I mean, well, he would be able to. Well, he would be able to see through her senses and hear, I guess, too. But the issue is that he would be deaf and blind to his own senses, and so seeing through specifically that one eye would be more of a handicap than.
Yeah, like I was thinking
He can
like,
see the own inside of his own skull, though.
Yeah, it wouldn't really accomplish anything.
Oh god, my brain's not as big as I thought it was.
Because he would be going from seeing through his own eye to seeing through something else's one eye, effectively, from where it's placed. So
basically, like I can switch eyes if I
that's
do
all.
this.
That's all it would be. Yeah.
All right,
Until you get
so
an
what are we doing?
invocation.
Taking 12 hours?
Yeah,
16 hours?
the party is going to need at least 16 hours. So essentially, you'll have pretty much a day to wait in Baldur's Gate and do with what
Yeah.
you wish.
And I'd like to
Where is the
upgrade my grapple arm.
superstore?
All right, make a Tinker Tools check.
Do I get advantage with Libra, or is that a different thing?
She's in an eye. She can't help you.
Yeah, I would say that your tinkering is something that your particular brand of tinkering is pretty unique. So over time, she'll be able to learn about it and adapt to it and give you more insight into your own process.
This is my tinkering. There are many like it, but this one is
Yeah,
mine.
exactly.
Yeah.
Tangle.
So, Kenji never said like what type of like light sword is it? Is it an epee or is it a saber? What sort of?
Oh, it is
not a Skianova, right? Something else.
Skiavana.
It is something like an S-stock, and it's kind of a darker metal, kind of a darker rippled metal throughout. Not quite as thin as most S-stocks, but I think of it as a.
So you're saying
Not-
it's made
not
of
as-
Damascus steel?
Yeah, it sort of looks like Damascus steel. It's not quite the modern idea of like an S-stock or an epee, but think of the actual meteor rapiers from Meteor, not Meteor, like made of a meteor, rapiers from back in the day, the ones that against common perception now actually had broader blades and could cut, and so sort of a longer, broader rapier, definitely a proper fighting
So it's a
weapon.
ski. So I want to know why he keeps calling it a Skianova.
Well, he has a Skianova. This is not. This is a
No,
different
he
sword.
doesn't. He does not have a Skianova. There's no such thing.
A Skiavana. Right.
You fucking uncultured swine.
Whatever, bro. I call it a basket-hilted sword.
Not you,
'cause
I'm talking about
English,
him.
But
I know you know what it is. I'm talking about that
Oh,
uncultured
did I
swine.
just replace the V and the N?
yeah, you flipped it.
Yeah, if you keep calling Skianova, I'm like Skiavana.
Ah, Schiavona.
You have been
But,
calling it that the entire campaign.
Yep,
4,000
I'm pretty sure
I-
it was
I-
even. I'm pretty sure I made a comment about it earlier and it was ignored because I remember he put it like Skianova. Boom, I'm like it's Skiavana.
4,000 IQ. The reason he called it Skianova is because he's Whisper Bard and he can do Nova damage. So,
Yep.
but yes, in short, it is a proper fighting rapier, not the modern thin version of kind of what we think of as rapiers. Longer, broader weapon, and it is a Damascus steel type pattern, darker metal. Hence the name,
Your mom's darker metal.
shady metal. is Shattered Shade, and there are these. They're almost invisible runes, but kind of within the Damascus pattern. Whenever the force is activated, these runes glow a purplish kind of violet color and mix in with the pattern. It almost looks like the Damascus pattern is moving like liquid whenever it's activated.
So it's basically Mace Windu's lightsaber. Got it.
Speaking of which, how is there no lava flowing through this sword? I mean, Maul, Jesus. Even for just visual things, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in us.
Have you hit something yet?
No, but he hasn't taken the time to attune to it either.
I'm pretty sure I'm attuned to it.
Wait. I think he hit me earlier.
Did I? No, I didn't hit you.
No, like the last session. I was talking to Puck. I'm all like, "Hey, Puck, look. I know you're upset, but with Libra, I can do this." And I asked you to hit me so I could cast Hellish Rebuke on you.
Oh yeah, and it didn't work.
Yeah, because he didn't actually have the thing yet anyway. We realized. So.
Oh, it wasn't attuned. Okay.
Well, you didn't have the feature yet anyway because you hadn't taken a long rest and gotten the pact.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
Well, no, he cast it, which he shouldn't have been able to, but I completely
you
dodged
it
all
anyway,
the way
so
out
it
of
didn't
it.
matter anyway. That's why I'm fine with retconning it because it didn't change the outcome. But yeah. But and where are you specifically trying to do your arm master? Are you attempting to?
The grappling hook,
And he wants to turn my arm into
a flamethrower.
Yep. You could do one of the two. And that time period with that roll.
Aaron's arm. Fuck it. That has more usefulness.
Please do not
for us.
fuck my arm.
Oh no! I'm not fucking your arm.
I mean, does it have a
Arm will be
vibrate
doing the
function?
fucking.
I mean, I can install one easily, but that's besides the point. Holy shit! That's a really good idea for women's prosthetics. Never mind. That's besides the point. Yeah, no, I install the fire attachment.
All right. I will. What is your DC, Asher? Because I'm gonna make this go off of your DC since you're the one making it.
My spell DC. Okay. It is a 17.
All right. So it will be a. I'm gonna treat it pretty close to the actual stats from the clockwork dragon wings there. So
I'm also having it powered by Darlene's core, if that helps.
Oh god, you
once
killed her.
once per
Yes,
short
yes.
or long rest. Once per
Toki, I
short
killed
or
Darlene.
long rest, you can open the flame cannon on the arm and shoot fire in a 15-foot cone. Anything in that area will have to make a DC 17 Dex save, or else they'll take the 46 fire damage, or half as much on a successful save. So.
Look, 46.
Yeah.
You said.
So Darlene's core doesn't help in this situation. Doesn't up the damage.
Well,
I mean,
no,
you can
normally it would be a DC 11 Dex save. So.
you can give him the flamethrower that they give you in the Artificer's Guide if you want to be stingy.
No, he's essentially just adapting the mechanics of an actual automaton, so I'm just using that stat, and I'm upping the DC to go with Asher's skill. So
That's all good.
Okay.
All right, there you go, Aaron. Your arm shoots fire now.
Why?
Because why not?
Yeah.
you can light your cigars. Doesn't Aaron use cigars?
Yeah, he does. I forgot about that.
All right. Anyone else do anything in Baldur's Gate? And before
Yes,
the next 12 to
magic
16
store,
minutes?
please.
Apparently, Luna, Marge, Darius, Darlene wants to go to the mage store.
All right,
No,
I'll
no,
tell you.
Darlene's dead.
Ty.
There is a +1 wand of the War Mage, a +2 glaive, engraved with the holy symbol of a draconic goddess. And the
Tiamat?
wand of the War Mage, interestingly, also grants the magical ability to locate horses, useless, but there you go. And everything else is mostly potions, elixirs of health, anti-poison, periapts, things like that.
Did you
I'll
just
tell
say it
you.
has the ability to find horses?
Yep, that's what got generated.
Was this made for Taz?
So, in fact, I will go ahead and actually just post the list to you guys. Here you go. You can have fun with this. Not a lot, but this is what got generated.
Like, be honest, Kenji, was this made for Taz?
No, it was generated. I didn't come up with this one. I don't bother to come up with magic shops because they come up so often. So.
Do they though? They come
There
up
you
so
go.
often because they never have good stuff. Early light? That's not good.
Hey, they have a spell scroll of shape change. The fuck is that spell?
A
It lets you
legendary
change your
one.
shape.
Really strong.
Sending stones might be good.
I can infuse sending stones. Wait, no, I'm not willing to give up my attunement slots. Never mind. Not attunement, infusement. Yes.
You know you have one less attunement slot, but you should, right?
Yeah, I know, because
infusion
I took
slot.
Warlock.
No, because I still have one of your infusions.
What's the infusion?
Oh no. Well, wait a minute. I'm confused.
I gave you a Boots of the Winterlands, but that's a
Yeah.
magic item.
I also have the shield arm.
I did not give you a shield arm.
Yes, you did.
I put Sanctuary on the. No, it's a different thing.
You didn't.
The
You
shield
didn't have
arm?
shield.
No, I have shield, but like
I would have told you to put
spell-
shield in there because what?
Yeah, it's not an infusion. It's
Okay.
just I can store spells and items. It's a different ability.
Neat. Yeah, shield. I remember having this conversation. Like, it's a shield arm because sanctuary would be absolutely useless, and that'd be a good probably.
And you got like I don't think you used it yet, so yeah, you got 8 uses of the thing.
Yeah, because sanctuary in your arm might be useful. But for me, it's like because that feels like as soon as you attack, it's useless. Like, oh,
Yeah, because Aaron's
No.
whole thing, as a monk, his whole thing in combat is to immediately rush the important guys and try to control them and strike them down. So,
it's to make them suffer. Yes.
yep, that's what's in the magic shop. That's really about it.
So, question: if I get a big enough bow, can I shoot the glaive like an arrow?
No.
Well, biscuits. There's absolutely nothing for me
What
in
if we
this
put a
store.
giant string? What if we have extensions from the drill, and then we put like a giant string on it?
And then use the glaive to attack creatures trying to attack the
Exactly. And it just spins. It's like we notch it so it actually fits in there, and it becomes essentially a portable ballista drill.
Yeah, I mean, if you had a very very oversized ballista, you could probably shoot a glaive. But glaives are huge. Glaives are like.
Can anyone
I'm pretty sure
even
if you had a
use
regular
that
sized ballista, you could shoot a glaive.
I don't think ballistas are as big as you think. They're a
Yeah,
lot
but
more in fantasy.
Glaives are like usually curved, and you would be able to fire that
Yeah.
well.
Imagine
Would be well
Chinese weaponry. That's where you usually show up more prominently.
Also, a glaive is about 7 feet long. So.
Whoa. Glaives aren't. Are you talking about the blade, or are you talking about the actual weapon?
The blade.
Blade?
It's
Blade
more common
is
to see
curved.
the Chinese variant in fiction.
could shoot that. Not comfortably, but you could shoot that.
If you had a big enough ballista, you could probably shoot a glaive, but I don't think it would work.
If you have
very
big enough
well.
ballista, you could shoot a house.
Yeah, it just wouldn't be aerodynamic. I mean, it wouldn't.
I mean, I
be
don't think
made
you
for
could shoot a
flight,
house. The house would fall apart.
and the glaive wouldn't fly very well. But I guess technically it could be done.
So you'd miss. It's like, you know.
Well, I mean, ballista bolts could be up to 6 feet. So yeah,
Yeah, but not only do you
Maybe.
need a bigger ballista, but I mean, ballista bolts are designed to be bolts. A glaive is not. So
it's got a shaft.
Look, Asher can make
That
it
is
work.
my dick, but I don't see that flying in the door anytime soon.
Give me
Well, if
give
you're-
me a few
if you're
seconds.
cutting
We'll
your-
find out. Let's find a
Yeah, if you're
ballista. I'll
cutting
cut your
people's-
dick off.
You will see how fast that flies.
I'll make a ballista.
You already have a ballista, dickhead.
Yeah, you have a force ballista.
Oh well, I can make normal ones. I've kind of been using my force ballista as like an arm cannon, to be honest, as of late.
You do realize that shit shoves things back when you shoot it, right?
It does.
No, that is a siege ballista.
Yeah, the ones you put on towers. That's what I meant. I wasn't talking about a portable ballista. The hell?
That's a scorpion.
It's a ballista, sir.
It's a scorpion.
Your face is a scorpion.
Do you want to have this out right now? Roll for initiative, sir.
but if there's nothing that you all want in the shop, then we can be done with that and pass the time.
Go to the bar and get fucked up.
Yeah.
After between
Hell
12
Let's get
yeah.
high. Let's get drunk.
And after between 12 and 16 hours, you all would be eligible to benefit from a long rest if you wanted to wait an extra 8 hours to do that.
Excellent health
I
spells.
mean, I can take 7 days and make an entire fake company. So
What?
yeah,
Pardon?
one of my features, one of my class features, is I can make an entire company to play myself off as somebody else. Y'all want to be hired by a fake company?
We don't have time to be fucking around with fake
Technically, we
code.
are a fake company, so
I can forge all the documents and make us seem legit.
we already are legit. We have an estate.
Hmm.
Well, what if we want to do some shady shit? It's good to have like a
We have an
shell
estate.
company.
I have an estate. I have a winery. It's great.
No,
Yeah, we
the
have an
group
estate.
has an estate.
So,
You
yeah.
have a partner. But
No.
that's cool. We can always find you in the pool face up.
Oh fuck!
Wouldn't it be face
I-
down?
No, face up, because it's definitely going to be poison and not drowning.
Why in the pool, man?
That way they bloat. Don't you know that you bloat when you lay in water? Your body absorbs it.
But
I don't
why?
think-
What would be
I
the?
don't. I'm gonna say it now. I don't think Luna's a very good assassin. I'm just gonna go on one.
Yeah, he's like,
There-
because they,
There
because you
is no
bloat.
reason. There is
She's a bit
no
confused,
reason.
but she's got the spirit.
I love he's like,
There's
because
no
you
reason
bloat.
to
It's
say.
like, it's like, because you bloat. But why do you need to bloat if you've killed them with poison?
There is no reason to suspect she's not a good assassin. Because there's no situation where she's left a person alive to tell people that she was there.
Okay, you know what this is? You know
Yeah,
how-
we
you
just
how if
know
you-
that she's
you
been
play
there
a
because
stealth
people have been
game-
poisoned while in the water, face
You know
up.
how if you play like Metal Gear or a stealth game and you have an alarm and you just kill every guard in the map, how the alert status goes away? That's not stealth.
It is stealth. It is very stealth.
No. No.
You can't argue with me because there's no one around to tell you that I was here.
Yeah,
There's-
it's just like, yeah, they just know that it was probably Luna because every person who's dead is face up in the water.
Yeah, they're
No
all
matter how far away that water source was, they're all
It's like-
placed up in the
it's like-
water,
It is
poisoned.
like, and then there's just like drawn in chalk on the concrete. Luna was here. WZ.
Oh, case
It's like-
closed. We don't have to do
It's
any
like-
detective work.
It's like, well, the assailant died here. Well, the victim died here, and they was put in the pool. Okay, but here's the thing: they were poisoned. So why move them to the water? I don't know. That's the question.
Just to make
Just to make
CSI
just to
people's
make the
jobs
investigation that much harder. Also, water destroys all forensic evidence on the body.
Except
not
it's been
true.
poisoned. The forensic evidence is in the body. Is in the body.
Yeah, but the water will break down the poison as it absorbs into the body.
Once it becomes
And becomes
waterlogged
hydrated.
and rigor mortis is set in, maybe. Once
Okay,
it's
I'm gonna
digested.
talk to Shalaya now and figure out where we have to go.
All right, so approximately 24 hours later, you all benefit
No,
from
no.
long rest.
24
and-
hours later, we find a body face up in a pool, poisoned. Now we gotta figure this out.
But
Somebody's
approximately
left.
24
Somebody
hours later-
left. Somebody left the club with Luna and didn't end up living throughout the night.
Guys, we're forgetting one important thing.
Pretty
It's the
much,
12th
yeah.
century. A body's in the water, they died of drowning. Case solved.
So,
But there's poison on their lips.
I repeat to the 12th century pun.
Oh yeah, that's just like old, like cases back in the 70s and 80s. It was
no,
like,
pull.
huh?
This
Well,
big
they're
They direct
hollow
you to this
blood.
movie called
There's
Sleepy
all this
Hollow.
blood right here. Gross. Mop it up. Now back to my theory.
Now back to
No,
my
no.
hunch.
No, it was the other thing. It's like, all right, so here's this. So here's our dead victim, and here's the pool of the killer's blood. Well, this case is unsolvable.
Oh
It's like in
no,
old mob movies
fucking
whenever they just
John
molest people
Mulaney does a
without
skit
gloves.
on it. He's talking about how easy it was to get away with crime back in the 80s. And the detective walks over.
That's
So
the
what
skit
we
I'm
got?
talking about.
Oh, but he says, "It's gross. Mop it up." Now back to my hunch.
But yes, approximately 24 hours later, you all get the benefits of a long rest. You get your level up features, etc. And here you are on the next day. I assume, Soren, you said you want to speak with Shola.
Yeah, well, while this was also happening, I'd be getting my crystal out and like attuning my hex blade to the new sword also.
Gotcha, doing your
Am I attuned to this
Hex warrior
goddamn
feature.
mall?
Yes.
You slept with them all. You're good.
Exactly.
It
I
only makes
meditated
it
with the
weird
mall.
because it's sentient.
I meditated with the wall. We don't know that. No one knows that.
Yeah, you were for the entirety of the meditation, the zealous, lawful good dwarf explained his philosophy.
It was
Wait,
not a
what?
fitful
Sentience.
meditation.
Yeah, the sentient, lawful good weapon, speaking in dwarvish tones.
Wait, so if I made this weapon, does it mean I'm the father?
You're more
The
like an
Son
adopted
and the
father.
Holy Ghost.
You're more like a stepfather because it was already.
Yeah, it was already halfway
around.
made.
Yeah, you just kind of raised
Was
it.
that-
He just
Dragon
pushed the
Mother?
regular father out the way and
Those
took
damn
over.
dwarves. Those
When I-
damn
when-
dwarves couldn't
When I
you know,
summon
finish their job.
Stop.
weapon,
Stop.
is it like
Does
coming
that make
form?
Do
does
what,
that
Soren?
make the mother the dragon?
You know how
Wait,
like
no,
you
I guess
attack weapons,
I'd
like,
be the
summon?
mother.
Yeah. What about him?
Does it come in like crystallized form, like when I summon it, because of the
Vaguely.
unknown?
No, don't be
Thing.
gay.
Vaguely, the energies that surround it have that kind of. I mean, you're welcome if you want to make it crystalline, you can do so. But by default, I describe it as the kind of purplish energies around it match the crystalline colors. of
Now,
the
Soren, I
crystal
want to make
itself,
sure
so.
you understand one thing before you do this. It takes an action to summon that thing.
Yeah, it's still a packed weapon.
Yeah, it takes an action to summon it.
Yeah, I know.
Just saying, if you don't have it summoned and you get into a fight, you have to take an action to summon it. That's why I have my warlock. He has a freaking pack weapon, and it's always summoned.
Yeah.
It's just always there.
I don't know. I always had my other, like when I was using the Schiavona, I always had it summoned. Just like in case we're in situations where like we can't use weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Soren, if you want to have Soren's pack weapon look that way, you're welcome to do so. He would have enough control over that. He would be able to influence that to a degree now. But
Yep, that's cool. Oh, so what is Shalaya? What's her news?
she tells you that she has been in contact with Ragnus and that there is an approximate location. He thinks he's located in an approximate location within the plane of fire, a plane of elemental fire, where the elementals have been disappearing. The fires have begun to die out there, and he speculates that that is where the intrusion has taken place.
Will he be able to shift us to the plane or someone?
You would still need a
else?
plane shift spell, but he would be able to provide through Shala enough information and directions and images.
Or
of
maybe
places.
Where's Dragonface?
Dragon
We'll just take
Face could be-
Dragonface.
How about if he gives us a shield from all the fire that we're going to walk through?
Well, that's the whole reason we're having him give us the direct location, so we can just sprint to it before we take that damage.
I mean, he would have to shield you as you come out, but yeah. I mean, he would
Actually,
be
I
able to
have Resilient Sphere. I could just, hamster ball my way over there.
Yeah, cool for the rest of us.
Yeah. Fuck you guys, though.
Technically, you wouldn't because you'd still be in a thing of heat, and the smoke would still be in the ball.
Yeah.
Alright.
So why don't we just take Dragonface and have Dragonface plane shift us there?
Because he bitched about it last time.
Why?
Did he? I don't remember him.
He made plane shift. I'm thinking of teleport. Never mind.
Oh, he didn't mind using the
Well, he was
teleportation. He was talking about the fact that the dwarves there were wanting his help to set up a teleportation circle, and it takes an entire year to do that in like 18,000.
Oh. Yeah, plus he
Teleportation
has to deal
circle
with
is a
like
different
Fey
spell.
people. Can't be stuck with them. He's got Fey people to please. Right, I guess we're finding Dragonface.
Yeah, I mean he's hanging around next to Everick. He spends his time in Baldur's Gate communing with the wizards there. So
Wait, is the Sanka wizard here?
the what?
Everett isn't the one who made the gauntlet, is he?
No, that's Bellum.
Hmm?
That
That's
would be Bellum.
Bellum.
He's
He's
in
in. Yeah, Waterdeep.
Cool. Definitely want another one of those.
Go over to Bellum. Hey, I need a bow that shoots arrows extremely fast. gives
You
you
mean a
gives you a
gun?
fucking Gatling gun.
Well, my dear boy, I've just invented this bow that's shaped like a cross. I call it...
Look, I just kind of whipped something together. Here it is. I call it a minigun. I know
Yeah.
it's not that many. It's called irony.
I also love how Kenji tries to make me seem like the bad guy for using the weapon, but he didn't tell me that it'd blow up after the first time.
I didn't have to tell you. You found out.
Oh,
You
I
didn't
didn't.
ask. You didn't ask.
Yeah, there was no way for us to identify it. He just told me it was a
You're
not defective, but a prototype. I'm like,
Experiment.
cool, I'll test it for you. And I tested it, and it
It
blew
worked.
my arm off.
It
You're not
worked.
being made
I'm
the
like,
bad
cool,
guy
I-
because you blew up your arm from an untested magical item. You're getting the bad guy because you wanted another one.
Yeah. Yes, to blow up another enemy. Exactly.
And blow up your other arm.
Yeah. I'll trade the arm for killing the Winter Queen. Are you kidding me? That's a great deal.
All right, yeah, but he can plane shift you if you want. He knows that spell, of course, because he's done it before. So.
So, is everyone ready?
Yeah, sure.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, Lawrence, did you get a diamond?
Nope. Nothing at all.
Why
We
didn't
should
you
go
get a
one
diamond?
then.
Why, you planning to die? Save us the trouble?
You know we're all gonna die.
Well, one day we all are. Unless, I can figure out a way to live forever.
And I've got
Else.
like 600-700 years.
Asher, may I introduce you to this giant cauldron with a skull face coming out of it?
Yes.
Oh, you mean that thing? You mean the one that Lawrence wouldn't let you talk to?
Yeah, the thing that offered me to become a lich.
All right.
Shit,
So
usually it takes a lot more work. I'd take it.
if Lawrence wants to get it down, or anyone else wants to do anything, you can. But otherwise, you'll be moving to the elemental plane of fire.
Down, down, down to the elemental plane of fire.
There is a specific place that is specified to Shalai, which she relays the information to Dragonface. It is not far from the elemental foundation of fire. And let's see. I'm going to do some rolls.
I have a resilience sphere up just before this. Now, up to a minute. Great.
Counter.
That's
I
10
cast
rounds.
counterspell.
You all are shifted, and you end up not far from your intended location. Unfortunately, not quite where you were aiming. You all see in the distance a large. So you're transported to this place, and immediately there's roaring fire everywhere. It's almost deafening how loud it is. Volcanoes and flames lash around in the air. The rise from the ground and spouts of flame from geysers. There are eruptions all around. Ash and smoke clings to the air, and you see off in the distance a large onyx tower. It almost seems as if it's made out of obsidian, and it's the largest monument you've ever seen.
It's Parador.
Yes, but it actually does kind of look like that. It's a good comparison, though it seems almost ethereal in a way, and you see between it and yourselves a large being made of fire who seems to be looking around in the area. You can see among this sea of flame there is a large rift, a chasm, and on the other side of the chasm, black charred ground. It looks like it's been burnt out. It almost looks like the results of a volcanic eruption or something, and the flames have completely died there. There are only embers and ash there now. Thankfully, there is. It seems that the flames in this area have been lessened because Ragnus did what he could to control the flames in your intended area, though you did not end up exactly in your intended area, and the heat begins to rise and affect you all unless you can move closer into the area where the flames have been controlled.
Yeah, I'll run there. I get in the protective bubble.
All right, Asher, you'll be fine. The smoke will still be. Well, maybe not. Let me look. It says nothing will pass through the barrier in or out. The creature in the sphere can breathe there, so you'll be fine. The rest of you, if you
Won't
want to
he
make
lose
athletics
oxygen?
checks, yes, but I mean, presumably he can hold his breath for a minute because it only lasts a minute. Well, not hold his
Can I,
breath for a minute, but live on that oxygen for a minute.
is
I
it
got the constitution for it. It's all good.
how
Yeah, right.
far is it distance wise?
It is. It looks like it is perhaps maybe a few hundred yards.
Okay, well, what's that in feet?
That would
More or
be,
less than 500 feet.
more than
I mean-
500 feet, closer to 1,000 feet away.
Well, shit. I'm probably not going to be good. I can only do this, like... Well, I'm half my speed. Well, shit. Wish I had dimension door.
Are you taking anyone with you?
Yeah. How many people can I take?
Yeah, one other person, I think.
Yep, I'm just gonna start booking it, I guess.
Yeah, Aaron's fast enough to get there anyway.
Yeah, I got.
I'll grab Lawrence and fucking Banff.
Actually, if it's more than 1,000 feet, I think
It's not more
I'd
than
be.
1,000. It's close to 1,000. I think it's actually about 900 feet away is what it would calculate to.
Well, my resilient sphere will only give me a third of the way there. So, can I, instead of doing that, just cast Expeditious Retreat and just book it?
I mean, if you want to cast that, sure.
Yeah, you already cast
With
the
my-
sphere, so.
Yeah.
Well, then I'd realize my fuck. I'm like, ow, 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 fire, 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 and then cast Expeditious Retreat.
All right.
Clear
Anyone
it all.
else do anything special for movement? All right. Athletics checks, please. From those of you that are running, anyway. Those of you who have gotten there somehow else.
Oh, my
Well-
God, or do I just need to make a check?
Make a check just to see if you can bound any faster. You'll go your movement speed, of course. But on top of that, I'm including things like athletics to get over obstacles on the way, find faster ways, vault over things, etc.
Would I
Which
get
step of the
would
wing
I
give me
get
advantage?
Yeah, I wouldn't give you advantage. I'm just factoring that into the movement.
would
DC.
Expeditious Retreat do the same? And also the fact I spent a third of it completely protected?
I mean, it wouldn't give you advantage, but again, I'm not. The check is not it's not a success or fail check. It just affects your rate of getting there, so to speak, how fast you can get there. Because I'll take your movement speed into account anyway. Anything you use to boost your movement speed will be taken into account without a check. And Soren, you'll have to make one as well, unless you do another dimension door or something.
Nah, I'm not gonna waste 2 4th level spells. I was trying to just avoid as much flame as possible.
Alright, Soren, Lawrence, and Aaron, you all are able to get there unscathed. The rest of you, Fang, Asher, and Luna, you all will take 23 fire damage before you're able to get there.
Holy shit!
Ow.
Yeah, as
Does
the flames
Resilient
that bad.
Sphere doesn't help me
shut.
much at all? Or for some of that?
This happens near the end. So
Fair enough.
yeah, you all take 3d10. Those of you that didn't make it, those three, you take 3d10 fire damage, and eventually, before as the flames begin to take you, before you can take that next pulse of flame, you're able to get through, and it's almost like walking into a protective bubble. But the flames suddenly die down, and it's still very hot, but it's safe to actually traverse the area. And you're walking over what is essentially piles of charcoal and volcanic glass and things. And you see in the middle of this protective bubble a large, I'm not going to use the word large because it's an actual size in 5e. I should say, actually, it is
Huge,
a
gargantuan.
huge creature. Seems to be made of fire.
Imix?
Nope.
Well, we're here, like we agreed.
Turns a vaguely humanoid figure in dark armor. Says, you see now why I suspect this is where the corruption lies. And he gestures to the large rift in the dead plane on the other side.
You have any idea what's causing it? Runes, a gate spell, something like that.
There have been very few reports from those elementals, those brethren of ours who have been able to escape. They describe it as a gate, a tear in the fabric of the world.
How do you suggest we fix it?
Kill everyone, bust up their magic shit.
Yes,
That's what I got.
they they say that the tears in the void, they disappear and come back in different places at different times whenever they wish to come in and shackle more of our kind. I suspect you are capable enough to defend yourselves if anything should pour through these gates. I suggest then that you track the elementals who have gone missing in the area, find where the gates appear, and lie in wait. Once one shows itself, then you will have your opportunity to trace it back to its source.
Wait, so you don't want us to go through the gate? You want us to look for them here? I'm confused.
The gates are not persistent. They disappear and come back for only short bursts of time from what reports we've been given. I can't imagine that you'll be able to find one that has lasted, and so it would perhaps be wise to wait for one of these gates to appear and then trace it back to its source from there. A counter invasion.
Can you protect us from fire while we just wait here? We're not used to this plane.
The flames have died there. The plain withers. There may be fire in areas, but you will not be burnt up like the rest of this world. Perhaps the odd geyser or wildfire, but nothing that you cannot handle, I'm sure.
All right.
We'll be able to provide some form of protection, but only limited to your kind.
So what's this rift then?
It looks like the world has been. It almost looks like the world is split open from an earthquake or something. It just looks like the plane has been kind of a wedge has been driven down into the ground or something. It looks like sort of as the flames have died, it peeled back, and you notice at the edges of because it's kind of this blackened, charred cliffside, and you notice that the edges of it seem very brittle, like they're crumbling off. It almost seems like the part of the world there had turned brittle and broken away into ashes.
I'll pop Shalaya out of her Pokeball so she can get strong.
Yeah, how does this Phoenix Chonk feel about this?
Interestingly enough, it does not seem. You notice you've gotten used to this point to kind of telling whether or not it's the Dragon Hawk seems to be in control with the Phoenix, but it seems the Phoenix is more in control, or more often in control in this plane. Ragdis looks down at Shalai and the Phoenix, both, and he says, and these two.
What?
Do you wish to return to this plane? You are here now. You could stay in your own home. Would this be acceptable to you? He looks to the party before they get the two themselves can really reply.
I mean, whatever she wants.
And yeah, he notices that you kind of stay with the Phoenix, Aaron, and he looks at you.
I gotta shrug and go, if that's what both of them want.
Both of them.
Yes, the Phoenix and the Dragonhawk.
Hmm. They seem conflicted. Rodon manages to speak up as the Dragonhawk, and voices that he does not want to stay in this strange place, though the Phoenix does. Ragnar seems troubled by this, but ultimately he does not wish, apparently, to impose, and so he turns his gaze to Shalai. She thinks for a while and says, "It would be wise for me to remain my own plane, especially after the damage that I suffered and the energy I expended in that fight long ago. However, I do feel as if I owe a bit of a debt to this group. Soren here has done what he can to assist me, so has Aaron, Asher, all of them. And I hardly wish to stand by while planes collide. So, as troublesome as this amulet is, I believe I will remain for now."
How the fuck, out of character, how the fuck is she still injured?
That
She's using that
shit.
term very loosely, but yeah.
She was bathed in Phoenix fire. She was bathed in in lava, literal lava.
And now she's back on her own plane.
Yep,
Yeah. She became strong enough to bitch slap Leviathan. I don't think she's recharged yet.
How much fucking recharging do you need to do? Jesus Christ! This is the most This is the most
it's
used.
very long cooldown.
This battery hits a one-time battery. You can charge it for 7 years.
Pretty much. I mean, she was a pretty powerful elemental beforehand.
It's Goku in the stasis pod, right? Like,
Yep.
Yeah, but Goku got out of the stasis pod in less than a
No.
day.
It's Gohan in the Raditz saga where he just guts him in the with a headbutt and he never does anything for like a year.
Except he
There you
did
go.
something for 3 years. He trained, and he was
learned
still
how to
powerful.
dodge.
The Saiyan saga,
'Cause-
not the other one.
What?
Like right in the beginning of the show where he just has that one power spike, then Piccolo steals
Yeah,
it.
and then it immediately went into the Saiyan saga, where Piccolo kidnapped him and they started training.
Yeah, for a year.
Yeah, and in that year he fucked up dinosaurs.
Yeah,
He had dinosaurs
Godzilla.
scared of him.
he was wrecking Godzilla.
You act like that's not the bare minimum of characters in Dragon Ball Z.
It is
I
for a
mean-
child.
Yeah,
He's
but
a baby.
at the same time, I don't think we should get anything about power scale, training, or timelines from Dragon Ball.
Fair.
Yeah, because by Dragon Ball logic, anything past Saiyan Saga Vegeta can blow a planet.
Yeah, like every
Which
single
means-
one of those blasts.
Which
would
means
just like
Krillin
destroy
can technically blow up a planet. Let that sink in. Then again, Krillin is the strongest human, so
There must not be very many planets in Dragon Ball universe.
no. There's like
Yeah.
so many villains that are just blown.
They all keep blowing up.
Mhm.
it's not just the villains. It's also the heroes who blast things out into space and it just keeps traveling till it hits something.
Yeah, it's like Dragon Ball. It's like the equivalent of at the end of episode 9 whenever Palpatine has a fleet of Death Stars. That's what it is. It's like, well, that just went out the window. It's like if you have that many things that can just blow up planets, why would are there any planets left? What's just wiped out the entire galaxy.
Like, what's left to rule?
Well, I think the
Emperor
point
Palpatine.
is that Frieza doesn't just go around blowing up planets. He blew up the
That's
monkeys
fair.
because they frightened
But
him.
I'm saying, if all these people in Dragon Ball are capable of doing it, and how many other people out there that we don't know are also capable of blowing up planets and are going around doing it?
I guess it's one of those things of we've never tried to blow up a planet.
Yep.
I think that's the only thing I can think of in defense of Dragon Ball is the fact that Vegeta and Frieza were the only people who really tried to blow up a planet.
Yeah.
So they would know how much power they need to put out. Granted, they put out enough power to blow up a planet, but then it's not focused at a planet.
Yeah, but here's the thing: they do it so casually. Like, it's not like they're trying super hard when they.
Well, Vegeta tried. Vegeta took like a 7-minute power up session.
Frieza's like one index finger.
Yeah,
power.
at the same point, his one index finger summoned a ball the size of freaking.
It summoned a sun, is what it did.
Then again,
Yeah, he summoned half of a sun.
Yeah,
Like hell, the ball was damn near was almost the size of a freaking moon. It's like, oh yeah, no, that definitely would destroy a planet. That's just a meteor.
Cell tries to blow it up with a Kamehameha.
Frieza is Frieza, so I mean,
Frieza just disobeys all logic.
Yeah, well, I mean, Cell tries to blow up the Kamehameha because Cell is like 3 times what Frieza was, if not more.
Yeah.
Plus, it was a Kamehameha aimed at the ground from Cell, versus I'm going to aim this thing that could probably kill the planet at you and just you.
No, I'm arguing in your favor.
Yeah, it's the weirdest thing, and I think that was the only thing I could ever think of to defend. Well, not the only thing, was like defending why power, even though power levels are bullshit in Dragon Ball Z, it was never a thing of I'm going to blow up the planets. Like, no, I'm going to use all of this power that could blow up a planet to fight you.
it's just the way they quantify how powerful the attack is.
Yeah, they're like power levels, like 30,000. Oh, just tell
It's
me
like,
how
what
much
does
that
that
is in
mean?
planets.
Yeah,
I
what
can
does that
blow up
mean?
7 planets at once. Now I get how powerful you are.
Exactly. Yeah. It's all relative. Anyway. Yeah.
So wait,
It's
what's
like
more?
if you have ever seen like kind of brittle, blackened logs and things and charcoal after it's burned for a long time and to become very easy to break away. It looks like that's what the edge of the cliffside is. The ground beyond that is sturdier, but it almost seems like that piece of land is crumbling away slowly. Hence the rift.
Neat. So, Dragonface, do you think? God damn it! What is your name? Do you think we could track a gate if they open one?
My name is Steve. No.
What did you say?
His name is Steve, obviously, but no. He says, well, I imagine if they're using the spell that I think they are, then it would be simple enough to see. There would likely be someone on the other side concentrating on keeping the thing open, which means we would be able to walk directly through it if we could get to it.
I mean, but if we can't, could you track where it's from?
Possibly. There are ways to detect the magic and ways to track in the area.
Because, and I'm not trying to belittle anyone here, but even if we found a gate that was close enough, honestly, only a few of us would get through. Like myself, namely Soren and whoever Soren's carrying, but I don't think 3 of us are good enough to go against however many mages they probably have on standby to be doing this.
Right, we would need to dispose of them somehow or simply make our way past. Of course, if we were quick enough, then one could simply rush past and disable whoever it is that's holding the gate up, thereby trapping ones that they sent here into this plane.
But wouldn't that trap the rest of us here as well?
That would be the issue. We would need to
And then when that person who was
move
trapped, who
fast
did
first.
that, wouldn't they also be, alone with whoever else is in that room? Whoever else is also able to
That's
pull
why
up
I didn't
gates?
suggest one person go. We would need to dispose of whoever comes through somehow, either sneak or rush past, if not dispose of them.
Well, I guess it's portal hunting time.
Yada yada does it.
Alright, Ragnus
Ragnus
reaches
Cade.
down to place a finger on each of your foreheads. Do you all allow him to do so?
I mean,
Who
I think
here
we
is
can
brave
stop him.
enough to stop the man on fire?
Exactly.
Alright.
I'll allow it.
He whispers
Sure.
something. Oh, I say whisper. To him, it's a whisper, but it's still because it's like a booming voice to you all almost. Something in the Ignan dialect of Primordial, and
Yeah.
you all feel
What'd
flames
you say?
surround you, but not hurt you. It's he calls upon the wards of the ancient Efreets from the city of Brass, and flames surround you. It feels like, but they do not hurt you, and then they fade away. And you all have resistance to fire damage.
Am I immune to fire now?
If you have resistance, you are immune to fire damage for the next either 24 hours or whenever you leave this plane, whichever happens first.
Aha.
So
And,
which direction are we heading in? That way?
yeah, so to the north of you all is this large rift. It's a couple 100 feet across, and you can see what looks like a wasteland that stretches until it's eventually clouded by smoke. The rift itself is it's not very large. It's only about 5 feet across, but it grows slowly.
This is totally that level in Dragon Age Inquisition where they're in like the Dark City, and they
Oh yeah,
never
where you're in
played
the
that.
where you're in the Black City.
yeah, and
I'm
they
not
have to
sure.
get
I
back
haven't,
through
I
the
haven't
rifts.
played that part, but
That's the DLC, isn't it?
No, that's
No,
that's the main story.
Standard campaign, like
Yep,
about
you're
halfway through.
I can't remember what happens, but you essentially get blasted into the veil, and you're really essentially in the Black City.
Okay, I remember
Then you have
getting
to choose to
blasted into the
sacrifice someone.
Veil, but I don't remember them referencing it as the Black City.
Well, no, it wasn't the Black City. You could see the Black City in the distance.
Oh, I guess I never noticed that. Weird.
I remember they said something to the effect of if you looked at it, you could see the Black City, which is the closest anyone's ever been to the Black City since Darkspawn.
Anyway,
Anyway,
it's about a 5 foot gap if you all want to step across.
I'm just
And
gonna
then
jump over it.
It is you can only see about 20 feet ahead of you because of the thick smoke.
I kind of look at the mall and go, "Why can't you clear smoke away?" Just jump over the gap.
All right, everyone else coming across.
I use my winged boots and just fly over it.
I'll just follow Aaron.
All right.
You can jump over things?
5 feet? Yeah.
I thought you said it was 12 feet.
No, 5.
Oh. In that case, I guess I don't jump, more as hop.
Yeah. Again,
Skip.
y'all can only see about 20 feet ahead of you because of the thick smoke. But as you cross, immediately, the smoke swirls, and there's a strange, almost desperate feeling that washes over you all. And of course, the smoke it makes it difficult to breathe and see, smell, hear everything. And it seems no matter how much you try and clear it, it just simply reforms. There are marks on the ground, though it's difficult to see exactly what they are. It would be a survival check to do so.
Fang, a resident survival expert.
Yeah,
I
real
mean,
low.
sure, I'll give it a shot.
Nobody
Do
rolled
you look?
above a 10.
They look like trails of some kind. It almost looks like whenever a creature with a tail drags its tail through the sand, it creates a line, but not exactly. Whatever it was able to carve through some stone.
Not fun.
It's a worm, fire worm, probably.
Get the drill. So, please tell me we're not going that way. Did he give us a direction, by the way, where we're supposed to be going?
No,
Find dead land and wait for a door to show up.
he implied that it was at the center of the death, and that you would be able to see if you followed the tracks, that you
Why
would be
could he
able to
just take
find
us there?
well, he doesn't actually know where it is, but he mentioned that a lot of elementals had gone missing, had been taken, enslaved, shackled, things like that, and dragged off in that direction. And so, as you go deeper and deeper into the heart of this kind of dead land, that you should be able to see the evidence of where the portals were and where they might be.
So we might be wanting to follow this trail because this does look like something was dragged. Though I don't like that it went through stone.
Oh, I guess we just follow the trail.
Everyone got their wills in order?
I got
Oh,
my pack
shit.
weapon out.
Alright, let's go.
All right.
Unless anyone has any better ideas. Please tell me someone has a better idea.
Nope. This is the
No.
shit.
No.
All right. Make another survival check to see if you can follow it as the trail becomes a little rockier. Now that you've identified the thing.
Damn it.
If only I had modifiers.
Asher, you're actually able to follow it well enough with that. As you proceed, you follow the trail. You see more markings, humanoid footsteps here and there. It seems like little sections and gatherings of holes that almost look like something has burrowed. You see even look like claw marks at some points. They all lead in different directions and then eventually begin to lead back toward the same direction. You see signs of a struggle in one place, actually, as you continue to follow the largest trail. And eventually, you actually come across what look like a couple of corpses in charred suits of armor.
Oh, shit.
And there are also signs of struggle in the area, overturned rocks and pieces of terrain, various markings. It's you essentially stumble upon a crime scene.
Oh, great! Now we got to play
Oh.
LA Noire.
I have
Oh no, the
investigation.
Austin
Can I see
level.
what
That's where
happens?
the game falls to shit.
Do what, Asher?
Well,
What about
since I
investigation?
I have investigation. Can I roll that to see what the fuck happens?
Yep.
What do
Detective
you think?
Asher is on the case.
I was just about to say. So, what do you think, Detective Asher?
What do I
the
think?
the first thing you notice is the fact that it's difficult to see and smell through the smoke, but this does not seem. Hang on.
I'm
I
waiting
had
you
to
to say something
sneeze.
stupid.
I had to
I was gonna say
sneeze.
I was
No.
waiting for you to say something. I was like, you say something. It doesn't seem right, and I was gonna have just like Asher pans over to Aaron, hits General Akbar's face. It's a trap.
But it doesn't seem incredibly fresh, but it also doesn't seem very old. What you realize is that it looks like some of the trails had converged here. Not the largest trail, not the drag marks, but some of the other smaller trails had kind of converged here. And it looks like there are a couple of blast marks where a struggle had broken out. The corpses are clutching. One is clutching a great sword that is ruined and warped. The other had a sword and shield, and they're wearing heavy suits of armor, similar to. At first, it seems like they're similar to the Purple Knights, but as you investigate closer, you notice that there are pieces of the armor and the weapons that were not completely ruined. And as you look closer, you find various signs. Most of it's destroyed, but like a focus here and there. And these appear to be the corpses of some sort of spell swords.
Spell swords?
Yeah, it looks like some sort of magical warriors, Eldritch Knight types.
Huh. Do they have any magical shit on them?
Holmes, you've cracked the case.
Nothing overt, no. Just small things here and there that indicate that they were casters at one point. Before they became charred husks. As you search the area more, find that there are no signs of life here, but you follow the struggle back to a huge marking on the ground that looks sort of like a blast mark, but it's warped, and the ground under it is affected in a strange way. It almost seems as if something had dug into the ground here. Not very deep, but it's almost like something had been planted into the ground here.
Well, I guess I will dig.
Wait, what?
What?
Not like I should
But
I should clarify. Not like something had been planted and then covered. It looked like something had been stuck into the ground and then pulled back out after the fact.
oh, okay,
So,
okay.
I
Yeah,
think you
something
were
had been
right, Soren.
entrenched.
It might have been a worm, but looks like they stopped it from burrowing.
Yes, they're probably taking it, enslaving it, or taking it back from the gate. But it must have been the gate must have been close to here.
Yes. So we can assume that these are so we can assume wherever the gate was will probably be with the nexus of where they keep their gates.
Should we bait? I mean, Shalai, if you're cool with this, or the bird, we can bait them and then have a surprise attack.
Normally I'd be a little nettled at you trying to use my bird as either bait or a sacrifice, but you might be right.
Because Shalai might be too powerful for them to be like, oh, that's a good target. But and if the bird seems unassuming,
So Don, want to stop people from taking people from your kind of home?
Flaps its wings and says, "Why not?"
Oh, you're in control. What does the other one? What does the other one think?
Oh, you mean the
The grumpy one.
oh. It's kind of weird. For once, he's not arguing with me.
I figured. So if you guys figured out whether or not you want to stay or want to go,
He says stay, I say go. So not really.
we'll have to figure that out before. All right, onwards, guys. So he said he would be bait, right?
Yeah. Are you continuing to
Now,
follow the
Kenji.
drag marks? Or, oh, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say since I'm pretty sure we can follow the drag marks, but would this give me count as how do you say slightly obscured?
Oh, in the
In other words,
smoke?
could I mask of the wild in this hide in
In,
this stuff?
in the smoke? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Beyond that 20 feet, it would be obscured, and while you're actually in the smoke, lightly obscured. So yeah, you could do that just fine.
Okay. So yeah, I say I'll look back at fucking Soren. Like yeah, well they agreed to it, so we find out where they at least are, or the nexus of where they put their gates, and then set up bait, or we hide in the smoke near Rodon, and then if he starts screaming, we take him out.
Yeah, we need to simultaneously go through the gate with Rodan, I think, and I think that way we catch them and then eliminate them and also go back home.
No, I think what it is we had to go through the gate while they're trying to attack Rodon.
Oh, we could do that as well.
Because essentially what it is I don't think Dragonface can come with us because he's gonna be able to be the one getting the ones who stay back home. But essentially, the sneakier of us will be able to get through before the person realizes what's going on
Well,
and take him out.
you and me, Luna, and one other person.
One other person?
Dimension Door.
Oh yeah, that's two. So
I'll go.
yeah, that way Fang and Lawrence can protect Rodon.
And we'll, of course, offer what assistance I can. If you wish me to stay here or go with you, I will ensure that no one dies if I can help it.
Hey, Soren.
Yeah.
I think just for extra protection, you should leave Shalaya's necklace with one of them. That way she's here and can fight with more power than she would on the other side.
Yeah, that's
And
a good idea.
then she can just be playing shifted back when they do and everything.
I'll give it to Fang, and since he's dealt with these creatures before, treated nicely.
I have to going with you. Never mind. All right.
All right,
I
follow
guess
the
we.
drag marks then.
Yep.
Aaron, you're the only one that can hear this. But you hear far in the distance. It sounds very far. What sounds like a screech and then a thunderclap.
Do I get the general distance or where that sound came from?
It's difficult to tell the distance, but you're pretty sure it came from the northwest, which is approximately where the drag marks are leading to.
I look at the other and go, "Time to move." I've heard something's going down.
Wait, if we get separated, where are we meeting back?
This is Smog, man. There are no landmarks.
No, I mean like through if half of us go through the rift, and the other half are stuck here?
I mean, you have sending, I have contact of the plane if the others want to wait, but I think we can. Because you can't plane shift or teleport, can you?
No.
Eh? Mirror bar, I guess. Because if I'm right, if I'm right, and this is well, we don't really need to have a plan to meet up. They just get out of there, and then once we clear what needs to be cleared out, you can use sending, and then someone can pick us up.
No, I guess that's true. Once they're on our plane, then we're fine.
Yeah,
Like,
I think because I think the
literally
plan
anywhere.
is. I think the plan is that Fang, Shalaya, essentially Rodan, this is that character, Fang, Rodan, Isla, um, fucking who? Fang, Rodan, Lawrence, Jesus, Dragon Face would be keeping them occupied while you, me, Luna, and Asher run through the portal. And once we're clear, or they're because I'm pretty sure they're gonna hear someone shouting, "Oh God, the gate's closing!" They can just get the hell out of there. So they'll be back on the material plane as well.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I think that's a good plan.
Yeah, so I guess we're just running towards the sound and the tracks
All right.
because we're stupid.
Yeah, so as you continue to follow and you run toward the sound, you can vaguely hear what sounds like some sort of metallic noise around where that came from, Aaron. And
I'm assuming I'm assuming we're already dashing.
yeah, I assume everyone's moving at full speed.
Yeah. So there's no point. I'm going to stop keeping up with them.
Get you. You're gonna go ahead.
Yeah.
Are you attempting to stealth at all?
Yeah, I'll attempt. I mean, I'm obscured until I'm within 20 feet of something, but I'll go ahead and attempt to
The
stealth just
reason
in
I
case.
ask is because are you attempting to stealth or are you attempting to just go full speed regardless of stealth? Because I know there's a stealth paced thing. So
Yeah, I'll go stealth base because even at stealth base, I'm still moving.
faster than the average. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
27's not.
Several minutes later, eventually after about a minute, you hear another thunderclap. What sounds like, and a couple minutes later, and it's in the same spot. And a couple minutes later, you arrive to an overlook. You climb some craggy, almost obsidian-esque hills, and look down, and you can see fresh signs of combat in the area. You notice it's difficult to see through the smoke, but if you want to make an active perception check.
Damn it! Why is it that with a 15 I can't roll higher than a 10? I assume I don't have advantage because I'm immune to freaking whatever, but smoke is another thing.
Yeah, it's slightly disadvantaged or lightly obscured, so it'd be disadvantage. So do you have advantage on it normally? I don't remember.
Huh?
Yeah, it's lightly obscured, so but normally it would be disadvantage.
Yeah, I don't have nothing gives me advantage. So
Okay, so disadvantage. So you don't see much, but what you do notice is there are a couple of vaguely humanoid figures in the smoke that seem to be walking around calmly. You do notice that they brandish something in their hands. And they do not seem to have noticed you.
now from where I am, was this like a that wouldn't work. I guess I'm going
To
to
paint a better picture, you're kind of on an overlook in about maybe 10 to 15 feet below you is the ground that they're walking on. It's almost a circular area with this overlook on one end or one half of the circle.
and I'm like a couple minutes ahead of the rest of the route.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna kind of Let me see if I got anything for this, which I know I don't. Oh, wait, I do. I'm going to have Mabe keep a lookout. I'm gonna keep a lookout. I'm gonna have Mabe go back to the others and tell them that there are some people walking, some humanoid figures walking around,
Got you.
to begin to move up slowly or quietly.
Got you. You continue to observe that. Back to the party a little bit later, about a minute later. Those of you behind, those of you who are not Asher, you see Maeve arrive and little pixie form, and she says, somewhat out of breath from the speedy flight, there was some form of combat ahead. Asher is hidden on an overlook, but it seems he's located a few creatures.
Aaron.
They seem Aaron, right? I said Asher. Aaron is ahead, hidden on an overlook. He's kept a lookout. It seems as if he has located a few creatures that seem vaguely humanoid. It's difficult to tell what they're doing because of the smoke, but they seem to move in unison, and they're no doubt attached to that sound that he heard. Would the party like to just attempt to catch up, or would you all prefer to approach it another way? Because he pretty much did a straight beeline up to the place. So
I guess it's
Yeah, let's.
stealth.
all right, stealth rolls then.
But I'm fading. I'm like falling asleep.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm about to end it here. That's why I just wanted to figure out where everybody was for the
No,
beginning of next session.
what it was,
So,
Soren, was you were actually fading. You were faded from existence.
yes.
Yeah. Stealth out of existence.
Yeah, I just want to get everyone situated because the next session will start with this with an actual map. So,
Yeah. Oh yeah. What exactly are we looking at now, or do we not know yet?
you'll approach, but what was described to you is that it's difficult to see through the smoke, but Asher located what looks like kind of he's on an
Aaron.
overlook in the right. Aaron, I keep saying Asher. He located from standing on this overlook in this almost circular area. It almost looks sort of like an arena. Some vaguely humanoid figures moving through the smoke, brandishing something in their hands, and there are signs of combat there. It sounds like there was some kind of powerful thunderclap, and then some combat, some ringing of swords and metallic objects. And they seem to be almost patrolling the area now for whatever reason. This all happened within the span of a couple of minutes. And so, assuming you followed the same path, you would come upon this overlook and see the smoke covering this arena-like area.
Once they're once they're I can mentally communicate with Maeve, can't I?
If she's within a certain range, let me see.
Okay, so, yeah, that's true. So I guess
think
when
it's
the
like
group
a
comes,
mile, so you'd be fine.
yeah. So I'm gonna say to Maeve, if it's who we think they are, we can have Rodon like move up or move to a certain place and have them, and keep one of them alive and make them call for whatever they do to get the people away, because clearly they have a way to get out even when it's not being concentrated on. That's what I'm getting with this, because right, Kenshi, there's no one that seems like they're like concentrating. It's just that they're just walking around.
It's difficult to see, but the figures you've spotted so far seemed like armed guards on a patrol. Yeah.
Okay.
Checking things in the air. You can't really see what they're checking, but every once in a while you see them bend over and check something. You hear vaguely the rattle of chains and metallic things in the smoke.
Do I see what direction they came? Do I get a gist of what direction they came from?
From further within this arena-like area, near the center of the pit.
I'm gonna try to stealth around them.
All right, go ahead and roll a stealth. I'll
I
tell
already
you whether or
rolled a
not you get
27.
spotted, and then we can call this session, and I'll set up the map for next time.
But I already rolled a 27.
Yeah, but now you're moving.
That's fair. Do I have advantage because of the smoke?
They have disadvantage on the perception, so
Gotcha. Okay.
it's effectively the same thing, but that's just how
Fuck
the
me.
rule book.
Not the same thing. Fuck you.
Oh, probably a good thing. The disadvantage. I guess it was the first roll anyway. But they
Nat
do
20.
not seem to. They do not seem to spot you. And as
Okay,
you
I'm
move
gonna
around, you can see that there are several more you have located. It's hard to tell if they're different people or if they're the same figures, or it's hard to even tell if they're people. But you've spotted at least 4 or 5 figures so far, and they seem to be fanning out over the circular area.
Are they going towards the center of it, or are they coming out from the center of it?
They're moving toward the edge and circling around, and then going back to the center. They're keeping patrols. They're almost doing like loops, kind of.
Gotcha. I
around.
want to see if I can go to the center to see if there's anything like the gate we're looking for, and then start moving back out.
What do you mean?
Or
Drop
if
down
I-
and go into the center?
Yeah.
Probably best to
'Cause
leave
if-
that for next time because it'll be an
Yeah,
actual
that's
big
fair.
map. So,
Gotcha. All right.
all right, but
Yeah.
yeah, now that everybody's situated, or mostly situated, I can handle any missed stealth rolls last time. I'll call the session here. I'll get a map set up. It'll be probably a big arena area next time. I have it in my head. I'll just have to actually make the map and make sure everything is sized correctly and get it on the roll
Mhm.
20 and place the NPCs. But we'll start there next time and get right into that the action. And
Yeah.
for now, I'm gonna set the game for 10 at Monday night, this Monday. So 6 days from now, and hopefully everyone will be able to make it.
Hey, Coach.
Nice.